What's this starting? Okay, we are live now. We are live now.
All right. Yo, what is going on, basketball fans? Welcome back to the Hoop Talk podcast. I'm your host for today, King Serene. And we got a lot of people in this podcast today. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. Start off with B-Souls.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. We have a lot to talk about this week. Let's get it.
Yup. Next up, we have KB.
Yeah, what's up? It's me, KB. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started.
Yup. Next, we got SDC. Slim?
Is he here? I don't think he's here.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Yeah, that's cool. We got a special guest for today's episode of the podcast. We got Legend of Winning. You want to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's the one and only Legend of Winning, aka Low. I see in the chat, y'all can see me as Legend of Winning, so I ain't gonna talk about what it might be. But yo, shout out to everybody who had me on the podcast. Thank y'all for having me, for sure.
Yeah,
no problem,
yeah,
man.
no problem, man. It's great having you on. All right, yeah. Like Biso said, we got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna talk about the NBA All-Star starters. Kevin Durant claimed that he didn't plan to come to Warriors for just a year, so we're also gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about CP3's injury, what it means for the Clippers. Rudy Gay, he just hurt himself. He got ruptures his left Achilles. We're gonna talk about that. Pretty much, we're just gonna be talking about everything that's been going on for the past week. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast. Anything you guys want to say before we get this started?
Shout out to everyone, man, for the support for the podcast before we start.
Yeah. Also, we've been working on getting this thing on iTunes. Hopefully by next week, Apple just has to review the whole thing. Hopefully by the next episode of the podcast, we'll have everything on iTunes, so you guys can go check it out there, download the episodes and whatnot. So yeah. Yep. All right.
Yo.
So let's get on. Oh yeah, Slam, you want to introduce yourself? You just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't hear me before. I just luckily joined. But yeah, what's up, guys?
All right.
Okay.
So let's get into this. Okay, well, but before we start, I want to give a shout out to my Miami Heat for beating the Houston Rockets. Shout out to them. First win in a while.
This man.
Yep. All right. So let's first topic. We're gonna be talking about the NBA All-Star starters. With a lot of, well, not really surprises. Some of them have been, I guess you could say, surprises. But for the East, we have Kyrie starting. We have Kyrie, DeRozan for the backcourt. And then the front court, we have Jimmy Butler, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and LeBron James. For the West, we have Stephen Curry and James Harden for the front court. And then the backcourt, we have Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis. So I'm going to ask you guys real quick, who do you guys think got snubbed this year for All-Star? And pretty much what are your thoughts for the starting lineup? We can start with B-Souls.
Well, for the starting lineups, definitely the top two snubs were Isaiah Thomas and Russell Westbrook, and I think it's largely due to like how big Curry and Kyrie had a lead in the voting. That like even if you factor in the player votes and the coaching votes, that like it won't surmount their lead. So there's that, but I feel like most people know that Isaiah and Russell should have started though. So
Yeah. Slam.
Yeah, definitely. You could say Isaiah, but then you could also say I just watched Lowe's video recently, so you could throw John Wall in there too. Like I said, with the East guards though, it's so close. But Kyrie's definitely just more because of popularity, as opposed to actually deserving to make
I
it.
agree with that. I feel like if it wasn't for all the fan votes that Kyrie got, I feel like the media and the players probably would have voted in IT. But,
yeah, it's just a bunch of hype bees, bro.
Of course, it's supposed to.
Yeah. Lo, what do you think about it?
Yeah, like I agree with y'all as well. Like looking at Isaiah Thomas and what he's doing, I'm completely confused how he didn't get over it. But and on the flip side, obviously Westbrook as well. So that was a huge question mark for me. But if I'm not mistaken, with the player vote though, I think Kyrie got higher voting on the player vote than Isaiah Thomas. I think the media, if I'm not mistaken, the media vote actually did get Isaiah Thomas and DeMar DeRozan is starting, and then after that it was Kyrie. But for the player votes, I don't know why they be hating on the boy Isaiah Thomas and they put Kyrie in front of him. So I think even regardless if it was with the fan vote, the player vote still would have put Kyrie in there. But with the like B-Soul said earlier, with the fan voting and the way that they structured it, it was still Stephen Curry was going to be over Westbrook regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what you said about IT, like he's always been like underrated his entire career. Like I was looking back, like in the last podcast we were looking at the what was it, the most improved player voting, and he was actually 10th, tied with Markieff Morris, and he was averaging 20 points per game. And the year before, he was only averaging 13. Yeah,
like
so
his last year
he's
with
really
the Kings.
yeah, so if you really look at it, he's really been getting finessed his whole career, which kind of sucks because he's a really great player. But KB.
Yeah, my boy was snubbed. I don't care. Westbrook should have been starting. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah, also
what the votes say. Like, this guy is averaging a triple-double, and this guy is not starting. That's the same thing Charles Barkley said. He is averaging a triple-double, and he's not starting in the All-Star game. That's just blasphemy right there.
Like, it's not even a triple.
That's what I gotta say,
30, 10, and 10.
Like, come on, man. He literally had holding that team on his back, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a huge
Really, when it comes to the player voting, the All-Star game is pretty much just a popularity contest. Like, whoever's popping at the time will just get in. So.
Yeah, like if it was popular, Dwayne Wade would be starting right now. That's just Dwayne Wade, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But then again, like Curry being in also kind of.
Yeah, usually, but it's time for the younger players to get their shine, you know? It's time for younger players to get that.
Yo, I'm actually low-key hyped.
They've been starting how many games?
I'm happy that Giannis is actually starting this year because I really wanted him to start.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Giannis, he's been putting in
If he
work.
didn't, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
This man too much of a beast.
Yeah, if you guys had to choose like between the two conferences, who do you like just based on the starting lineup right now? Like, what conference has a better starting lineup?
I'd still go with the West just because like they literally have
the
5
West.
players that are MVP caliber players. That's just insane.
Yep. They got Westbrook, Harden. You know, Westbrook definitely gonna make it. So that's all MVP talent. You got Durant as well, Steph Curry, the 2-time MVP as well.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but the West is taking it again. Anthony Davis, Demarcus Cousins. Yikes, that's just talent.
That team is too far, man.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to snub my boy Zaza like that. That was disrespectful. I was mad.
It was crazy, yo. Low key, yo. Zaza got some votes for the fan. I mean, not the fans, but
I seen that too.
The players too. That was crazy. I was like, yo, y'all bugging on the Zaza thing. They really wanted Zaza to be in the starting lineup. He got like more votes. He got more votes than like Rudy Gobert and in this case, like legit players. I was like, whoa, chill.
They finessed my guy Zaza, but Slam.
Actually, he got one. He got like one less. He got one less votes than Karl Anthony Towns. I was like, yo, y'all bugging. Like, oh, y'all bugging.
Yo, the players trolling too, man. They're in on the joke.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah, it's become a big joke, pretty much. But yeah, Slam. What conference do you think is better?
The West is gonna win for sure. Doesn't like West always win though?
No.
The East
The East normally wins. Yeah, the East normally wins because people really don't care about it. So yeah, normally the East wins.
I don't know, but I see the West winning it this year.
Wait, sure. Isn't there like a bonus of some sort that comes with being the MVP of the All-Star game?
I think it's
just a trophy.
Yeah, I think it's a trophy, or it may be in like specific players' contracts to be All-Star MVP, but I don't think it's like a $50,000.
Yeah, I heard Anthony Davis was supposed to start. He could have had a chance that it was in his contract that he had to start in the All-Star game or something like that.
Yeah. I think it's get his money or something.
Yeah,
to get a bonus.
Yeah,
so I think
are you gonna lose some money for that?
Yeah. So
something along those lines.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a starter. I think almost all. It might have been a starter, but I think it's just an all-star bonus that I think a lot of players get on their contracts. That's all.
I think it's a slam dunk contest.
The All-Star game, like the starters, to be honest, it really doesn't really matter because nobody's gonna look back and like.
Yeah, it's honestly just like, so you can say you're an all-star. Like when you look back in history, no one cares about if you started. Just were you an all-star or not.
Yeah, low key, I'm not even gonna lie. Like after a while, I was just like, man, some people are making too much of a big deal about it. Because Westbrook, he's still gonna be in there. Like nobody not gonna be 20 years later. Like, oh, remember that one time?
Yeah,
he got snubbed in the starters. Like nobody not gonna do all that.
Nah, I can see Westbrook being the only guy mad at that. Like low key, get a little bit tight. Like, oh, Steph Curry, come on, NBA, getting a little salty over that.
He's gonna be sitting on the bench watching Curry and KD play again.
Yeah, really, that's what I really want to see. Really, that's what I want to see, yo. I want to see that. I want to see like all of them on the court at the same time because I think Curry gonna be the coach. I don't think Curry got the balls to put all them on the court at the same time.
That's what I want to see too. I don't think he's gonna do it.
I cannot even see them in the bench together. Durant and Westbrook on the same bench. I cannot see that. They're probably gonna sit on the sides of the benches like I'm not gonna.
It's gonna be like a wall of all stars between them.
It's gonna be
Like,
like Curry,
internal beef.
Klay Thompson, Westbrook, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant on the court at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't even think he's gonna put him on the bench at the same time. I think he's just gonna like flip him out, like switch him out. Like, all right, KD, you coming out, Westbrook, you going in, and just keep everybody like separate. I don't think
That's gonna be man. Like how you say it? Like can't explain it. Like
it's gonna be
cheesy.
They're gonna be tight on it. They're gonna be tight.
Like one person subbing in, one person subbing out. Like what is that? It's looking like what do you call it?
They're not even gonna shake hands like on the way out. It's just walk in, walk out.
Imagine how like awkward that's gonna be just to be in the locker room with KD and Westbrook, like just knowing that they're beefing. Like that's
Yeah.
mad
They're gonna be
awkward,
sitting
though.
on other ends of the little seatings and stuff like that. They're just gonna be sitting across each other like.
I was about to say, I highly doubt he'd be in the same locker room. That man KD gonna run in there real quick.
Yeah.
Right on that court.
KD's soft, so KD's gonna be like, I can't be in that room with him. You know, I don't know where he's gonna be.
Westbrook is gonna be chilling in the Eastern Conference locker room with LeBron and them.
Yeah, watch him come out with the Eastern Conference.
Like, I'm gonna just go for the East for today, just so I can dunk on him. Oh, I want to see that. Oh man, oh, that would be hilarious.
Hey, who do you guys have as the reserves for the All-Star game for East and West? Just name a few players, you know.
I mean, basically everyone who got snubbed has to be a reserve.
Yeah.
Like for the starter.
You guys think Kemba's gonna be the All-Star game this year?
No.
I don't think so.
Mm.
I
like
put in John Wall.
Damian Lillard's
Wall,
not making this year.
you got Wall, you got
Damian Lillard's not
Isaiah.
making.
Yeah. Wall,
I mean,
Lowry,
Isaiah.
Isaiah. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, and then you got
CP3 is out though. He was automatically going to be there.
Yeah, but that's
No,
for the West though.
yeah, that's the
So-
West stuff.
But yeah, but low
Oh, we're
key,
talking about East.
but low key though, Dame should make it this year because CP3 is out.
Bro,
Yeah, he should
Dame
make it this year now.
if Dame
Yeah,
should
Dame-
have snubbed
he got
again,
lucky.
bro.
Yeah, Dame normally
He's
gets
gonna get snubbed
What
again.
if the
he-
coaches
he
like
better
choose
not get
CJ McCollum over him?
No. I don't know what the coaches got about Dame, but I swear if I see like George Hill in the starting lineup, I mean the reserves,
Oh
Said
nah.
George Hill, bro.
I'm
Nah, George Hill doing good, but hey,
he's doing
not-
good, but not that good. Not that good.
But he's not gonna get in over Dame, bro. If he gets in over Dame, bro, I'm petitioning the All-Star game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But yeah, Dame should
But Dame
be.
don't even be doing anything anyway. He don't even do anything during the All-Star game. Like
I mean,
he
he's
comes
been
in
injured
for
for
like 5 minutes.
What?
Now I've
He's
seen
been
it when
injured for a while.
he was there last year, I believe. He was just chilling around.
No, he wasn't there
having,
last
like
year.
one shot.
He wasn't there last year.
Wait, who?
You talking about
Yeah,
like
he
2
wasn't
years
in there
ago.
last year either. This is his second time being snubbed.
I think
Yeah.
it's just for the sake of the appearance, you know, just to say you were an all-star.
Because Blake Griffin got injured, so they let him in.
Yeah.
Wait, was Dame
And
in there
plus,
last year?
No, he wasn't. That was 2 years ago. When
Yeah,
Blake
that's
Griffin
what I
got
thought.
hurt.
Yeah, I thought Dame
That
was
was
in
good.
there last year.
Yeah, 2 years ago he got snubbed again. And the only reason why he made it because Blake got hurt. So he's almost 3 years in a row where he's about to get snubbed. But like we
He
said,
really
Chris
got
Paul-
saved because of injuries.
Yeah, the
pretty much.
Clippers are helping him a lot. It's the Clippers. We're helping him.
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you, it's
In a bad way.
that Chris Webber effect because like his position is so deeply loaded in the Western Conference that he's just getting hidden. Like
Yeah, all those point guards, man. It's hard for you.
all
to get
those
in there.
point guards, yeah.
It's like too many points.
If he was in the East, he could honestly start. If he was in the East, he could honestly
no.
start. We could argue for
Not
that.
with not
He could
Well,
start. He
Kyrie's
could start.
popularity.
I
Well,
don't think
not
he's
with
like Kyrie still.
not with
I
what
don't know
Isaiah
about
Thomas, not with what Isaiah Thomas is doing this year. I don't think he.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, he's
If
gonna make
they're gonna put Kyrie over IT, there's no way they're putting Dame over IT.
Yeah, I don't know about that because he's not even getting like him nor John Wall or Kyle Lowry. I mean, not Kyle Lowry, but Kemba Walker. They didn't even get like 200,000. They didn't even get 200,000
Yeah.
votes in the fan vote.
Also,
They're not
like
getting nowhere near
the
it.
dudes, in
All
a
the
small
Cavalier
market
fans were
team,
just voting Kyrie.
Yeah.
like really the dudes in a small market team. Also, like Portland. Like, come on now. Like, I don't even think
Yeah,
there's
true.
basketball fans in Portland, to be honest.
He should come to the Knicks, man. That'd be nice.
No. I don't need his career to
The
be.
Knicks need some help, man.
Knicks are gonna mess up his career.
No. Like,
Low key,
what
let me
direction
ask
are they
you-
going into, honestly?
Nowhere.
It's time to blow it
Let me
up.
ask you this though.
Yeah.
Let me ask you
Where
this
they've been
about
forever.
about the reserves and y'all talking about like the Knicks. I've been having like this back and forth on my channel for a second. Is Carmelo Anthony going to make the All-Star
No.
game? Okay,
No.
No.
Is who?
Carmelo Anthony.
No.
Oh, Melo. Oh.
I mean,
Mm.
I mean, I don't know.
If you
man.
don't make it, I'll be fine.
I don't think he's gonna get in. If he does get in, I don't think it's gonna be because he deserves it. It's just because like we're talking about this on the
Legacy
last podcast. Also, yeah, not even legacy. His name just holds so much power and like he's
Yeah, his name does hold enough. Like he's in New York. Like honestly,
yeah, exactly.
just
Like
being in
number
New York
one,
is just gonna
number one, he's in a big market team, and number two,
Yeah,
like the
big market
name
team.
Carmelo Anthony, it just transcends basketball. Like
And like
I said,
players know who he is.
yeah, like people know who.
but everybody knows who Melo is. Even non-basketball
Like,
fans.
like-
Like, Carmelo? Oh, yeah, I know him.
Like
But
he
that-
has a lot of respect from a lot of the coaches and stuff like that, which could, I guess you could say, which could help him getting in. I don't know, but
But that's what I was about to say because
Yeah,
normally like,
all the players respect him for some reason.
if we're going
All the
just by
players
how he's,
respect him
if
as
we're
well.
going just by how he's playing right now, I don't think he's gonna get in. But just because his name transcends basketball, he might fuck around and get in the All-Star game.
But the thing is,
If he
but the
gets
thing
in,
is-
I'm gonna be a little salty.
But the thing is, like I said, like his name alone, it normally gets him in. So that's the reason why he normally gets the fan vote. But
Yeah.
like this year, he didn't get the fan vote because he normally just starts off of fans. But this year he didn't get it. So I don't believe he's going to make it simply because he's not a starter. And looking at the rest, and you talk about respect. If you look at the player vote, I mean, obviously the players are not coaches, but I think in some regards it's some connection. The players, there's more players who voted for Porzingis than Melo. So I don't think it's correlating with as many people, and that's the reason why I claim that I don't think he's going to make it. Some people got upset, but that's New York Knicks fans for you. But I don't know. I don't see what he's doing on the court as impressive as it's a lot of other front court players in the East. So I don't think he's going to make it this year.
I mean, if he does, he's gonna be like the last person to make it.
Yeah, he's going to be literally the last person.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he, like you said, player voting. But I mean, again, that is players. Like coaches might think differently of him mainly because he is mellow. But if he does get in, it's not because he's good. It's just because he has the respect of a lot of coaches and his name transcends basketball. But
Yeah.
That'd be a shame.
yeah, that would suck, to be honest. I wouldn't want Melo in the All-Star game just because there's a lot of other better players that I'd rather see that play than Melo. Because number one, he's not even athletic anymore. Like we're just gonna see him.
Yeah.
What?
He's gonna chuck threes all day. That's what he does.
ISO.
ISO
That's
basketball.
all he does.
That's all he does.
Try to run the
That's
triangle
boring
in
to
the
watch.
All-Star game.
I don't want to see that.
Did he have like
Watch him
10 threes in one All-Star game a couple years back?
You said what?
Yeah, but that was still
He had
boring.
like
What?
10 threes or something. He had like 10 threes in one All-Star
Yeah.
game.
He's gonna try to do some
Crazy.
isolation basketball in the All-Star game. Come on, are you serious? He's gonna try to do something like that. He's gonna put some ISO.
He's trying to draw fouls and everything.
Like, watch out, guys. I call that quick ISO. I'm like, what? We're in the All-Star game. I don't have time for quick ISO. 20 seconds.
It's all about the lobs, bro. But he can't even hop anymore.
Bruh, that's facts. He can't
That's
jump
not
for shit.
happening.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But moving on to the next topic. You guys good with this? You guys anything you guys want to say about the All-Star game? Or should we just move on?
Yeah, that's it.
I think we're all good with that.
All right. So
Anybody
moving
in
on
the
to the
comments
next
wanna say something about
topic.
it?
Yeah. You guys could put in who you guys
Yeah,
think
let's
is in the
ask the
reserves in the
comments.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. But moving on to the next topic. Kevin Durant recently came out to the press. He said that he claimed that he did not plan to come to the Warriors to play for just a year. What do you guys think about that? And if he does end up leaving, like, where do you guys think he's gonna end up going?
I mean, I think that's a pretty true statement because if he leaves after just joining Golden State for 1 year, I think he's going to get more scrutiny than just joining them in the first place because that's going to prove everyone that he just straight up bandwagoned that team.
Just go to whatever team's popping. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. So, like, but if he does leave, I think it's between the Spurs and, look, I'm going to sound like a homer right here, but I'm going to pick the Celtics if not the Spurs, man.
I
forgot you
called it
were
before you even said it. I
No,
called it
'cause,
before
like-
you even said it.
Wait, the fans.
No, let me explain, bro.
I got a
Last year,
question. The comments are asking about the 76ers and Ben Simmons.
all right,
Anyway, we'll talk
we're
about
going
that
to get
later.
into that later.
We're gonna
All right.
we're gonna
We'll
get
get
to
that
it.
later.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna get to it.
last summer, right? KD had 5 teams. 5 teams. All right, Celtics were one of them. So,
Yeah,
you know,
should went there.
they have his interest, right? And, like, I was on this topic for, like, the last 2 days before he signed with the Warriors, and apparently he called Jerry West, like, the night before he made the announcement to, like, see if to help him out with the decision. And obviously Jerry West is going to say the Warriors. But after his meeting with the Celtics, he said that after seeing, like, Tom Brady and David Ortiz, he was like, yeah, where's the paper? So he's very close to signing with the Celtics. So I think his interest for the Celtics is pretty high, honestly.
I mean, Loki, you kind of have a point because what other team is he gonna go to besides maybe even the Celtics?
I don't think he's leaving. I
Clippers.
think he's staying.
Yeah, I don't think he's
like,
leaving, but like, if
I
he is,
don't think he's gonna leave at all. But if he does leave, it's gonna be the Celtics. But like, it's gonna make him look like such an asshole if he does leave because it's like you just betrayed your home, not your hometown, but the team that you've been at since your second year in the NBA to go to a team that's like winning. So, like,
Yeah.
what you doing, man?
and then he just ruined his bench, their bench. So
Yeah. Slam, what do you think about this whole about what Katie said?
Yeah, I agree with what Beasel says. He really can leave. I mean, he's going to look like even more of a snake if he does. But if he does leave, the only team I will accept him going to is the Brooklyn Nets. That's the only place where I see him going. I'll get back to that.
Brooklyn Nets, bro.
Because who's going to be mad if he goes to Brooklyn? Like, let's be honest here.
facts. It's like I'm trying to be the savior. I'm trying to be the savior.
But maybe that would be a good idea. He could pull in some free agents when they're going.
No,
Because
nobody.
currently the Brooklyn Nets can't. Nobody want to go.
No.
That's a unanimous no.
But if Durant is there, I'm sure. Well,
Nope.
I'm sure people want to join him because now they have some sort of talent.
Nope.
No. Nobody doesn't like going to New Jersey. Nobody don't like going to New Jersey because it's New Jersey.
Poor Knicks
I'm
fans.
Brooklyn. Nobody don't want to go to Brooklyn because it's the Nets. That's the reason. It got nothing to do with no talent on that team. It's because of that organization, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for any Nets fan right now.
If you like willingly choose to go to the Brooklyn Nets while you're a free agent, you're just trying to set yourself up for failure. To be honest,
The Nets will have to have Magic Johnson and Bird and LeBron and Michael for somebody to be like, yeah, I'll take a pay cut. I'll take a pay cut and go over there. Like nobody don't want to play for Brooklyn, man.
yeah.
Yo, I
And,
feel
like,
like
how would you
they
even
can't even build through.
How would
the
you even
draft,
convince? Yeah.
True.
You can't even
But,
build through the draft.
What you said, the Nets?
Yeah,
I mean, because they're trading away all their picks. Like,
I know.
yeah, like what's with that? Nah,
Low-key,
Thank you though, Brooklyn.
It's just a
yeah,
dumb
they
franchise.
plugged you guys. I don't know why you're complaining. They plugged you guys.
Yeah.
Isn't this like his last? I think this is their last pick for like the next like 3 years, right? 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Hey, move him to Seattle. Bring him here. You know, we'll change. We'll fix that.
I don't see how that trade still goes through. How do they?
I want the Clippers to go to
organization let
Seattle.
that happen?
You said what trade?
How that Nets trade for the Celtics? I still don't see how that goes through. Like,
Yeah, like
how does the
how's the
entire
NBA
organization agree that that's?
how is the NBA gonna veto the Chris Paul trade, but they're not even gonna veto this Nets trade? Like, come on now.
Because they
I
don't
mean,
care
because
about the
the
Nets.
picks are like uncertain. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not guaranteed.
But it's like-
fuck up.
But they're
That's
Brooklyn
crazy.
Nets. But they're Brooklyn Nets
no.
first round picks, though. You know you're gonna have a top pick in that
But,
draft.
yeah.
Come on now. They're
It's like
Brooklyn
even
Nets.
if that did work out, and they win a championship. By now, they still suck because those players are all at the end of their career that they got. So
To be honest,
that-
most they could have been contending for at least if they were actually like healthier and whatnot. They could have the most they could have contended for was like 1 year. Other than that, then
Man, they would have contended for it.
Yeah.
The best thing they would have contended for was a fifth spot in the Eastern Conference, man.
yeah,
They were
it's
at
crazy
the
to
end
think
of their
that-
career, man.
Yeah, they would have.
Like
They
the
would have
Celtics-
contended
they
for
wouldn't
first
have
round.
been
hey,
Celtics
I mean,
lost
if they were healthy, you know, I don't know.
They could have been healthy.
No, because back when they were in Boston,
No.
I mean, but they did have
back when they were in Boston, they were still losing to the Heat.
Yeah,
what?
they were still losing. They were still losing even when they were healthy. They would have
But
to been
then-
healthy and
but
10
then you
years
add-
younger.
But then you add Brooke Lopez, you add Joe Johnson and Deron Williams.
Yeah, but they already had that though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They were still losing.
What are you talking about?
They had Darren Williams and Brook Lopez before that, and they were still losing.
No, I'm talking about like to the Nets.
I know they were on.
Yeah,
the Nets.
Yeah, but then you add KG and Paul Pierce.
Yeah, and they got
They
like
were like
the
37 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They were like
George
37
Johnson
and
as
37.
well.
I'll stop.
Darren Williams when he was
I'll
still
stop.
good. D. Will when he was still good.
Yeah,
That
that's
team
what I'm
was
saying.
loaded, really.
D. Will
D.
was
Wills wasn't D. Wills back then. He wasn't.
Yeah,
the
he
same
wasn't-
D.
he
Wills.
was a top. He was a top.
Yeah,
point guard. He was
As
a
soon
top
as he
10
left
point guard.
Utah, it was over.
He was still one of the top 10. Yeah, he was still a top 10 at
He was a
that
top
time.
10 point guard. And Brooke Lopez
Barely.
was arguably a top point guard, top 10 center also. So.
Y'all stretching a bit.
Nah, he was getting good at
I mean,
that
20
time.
and 10
He was
though.
getting
20 and
good.
10. I mean, that's 20 and
Brook
10.
Lopez ain't never averaged 10 rebounds in his life.
Yes, he did. What are you talking about?
No, I don't think Brook Lopez ever grabbed 10 rebounds. He's not a good rebounder at all.
I mean, that's
That boy Robin Lopez.
I'm not turning down 20 points.
Let me see.
He's still better
Yeah, he
than his
never
brother.
averaged. He
Yeah, the
never
most-
averaged more than 8.
Yeah, he never had more than 8. He's never done it. Yeah, he's not a good rebounder at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. No, that team would have never won. No.
That was just a failed
Um,
experiment, you know.
True.
That's facts. You guys wanna let's move on to the injuries. There's been a lot of injuries this past week. Chris Paul, man, he tore something in his thumb, right? I
Yeah.
forgot it was. Yeah.
Yep.
How do you like?
Yeah.
What seed? Like, how do you think this will affect the Clippers? And like, what seed do you think they'll ultimately?
We're
finish
still
in the Western
gonna make
Conference?
the playoffs. Don't worry. We're
Well,
still
no,
gonna make the
well,
playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for
like,
sure.
how far can they
Hopefully-
take it? Like,
It's gonna be like
Second
last
round.
year. It's gonna be like last year again. They don't have Blake and Chris Paul.
We're gonna make a huge run when they come back at around the end of the season. Watch. We always do that.
I mean, but he's out for
Yeah,
what?
We need to
Isn't he
make
out
it
for-
past the
probably will,
second
but then-
round.
He's out for at most 2 months. So
Yeah,
basically
so-
the end of the season.
Yeah.
Basically the end of the
That's
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta like.
But
take
Blake
into
is still coming.
chemistry and
Blake
everything.
is still coming.
Yeah, Blake is coming back. I think Blake is coming back within a week. They may the bad part about it is they might end up rushing Blake because I think at this point they were just really holding Blake off until they got to the end of the season and kind of fit him in at the end like they did last year.
To be honest, I think it's great for our team right now. Low key, I think it's a little bit great because it's gonna allow Blake Griffin to get some confidence before the playoffs, and that's something that he doesn't have in the playoffs. That's something that hurts me as watching him play all the time. He doesn't show any sort of confidence during the playoffs. That sucks, man.
Low-key,
Like he
this-
just chokes up and stuff, but you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't
No,
appreciate that.
it's like the worst thing that could happen to your team. Like I thought, because the reason why I say that is because like I thought they were going to trade Blake, and they kind of at a point where they're forced not to trade Blake because they got to keep him. Because realistically speaking, at the end of the year, both of them are out of the contract, so they need to do something with them. And I thought
Yeah.
throwing Blake as a trade piece to somebody because you still had Chris Paul and DJ, and they were winning 30 games at this point, or 29 or wherever they're at. I thought that was still going to be good enough to where
Yeah,
all right, cool. We don't really need Blake, but now that you don't have Chris Paul,
Yeah, that Melo trade could have been decent. That Melo idea could have been a pretty good
yeah,
idea,
I think that Melo trade
to
would
be
be
honest.
great, but I don't know. They still
But it depends what kind of Melo we get, though. It just depends what kind of Melo we gonna get.
get the 32-year-old Melo. Low-key, I don't even know if they still make the pass the first round, to be honest with you, because if the West is I think better than what a lot of people expect, and if they play like Utah in the first round, that's not a good matchup for them.
Definitely, yeah, I agree with that. Slam, what do you think?
Okay, facts.
Facts. True. You're right. You said all that. Yep.
Yeah, good shit. All right. You guys, anybody else want to touch on this before we move on to the next topic, or?
Slam,
I think we're
wait, Slam, you got something else to say? True.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's
All right,
crazy.
So another injury that happened, Rudy Gay, he ruptured his left Achilles. And that's sad, you know. It's different than a tear because a tear you tear it. If you rupture it, that's like it's not attached to anything. So it's like it's really sad to see because especially that he was having a pretty good season so far. So what do you do if you're the Kings with this whole Rudy Gay situation? Do you you just I mean you
You should
really
have traded
can't
when
do
they had the
much.
chance.
Yeah, you really can't do
You
much
traded
now
when they had
because
the
you kind of
chance.
just have to wait until.
I think they have to trade Boogie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now their playoff hopes is dead.
Now you
Yeah.
have no reason not to trade Boogie because it's like you without Gay, like I don't even think you guys can make the 8th seed or the.
And I
mean,
don't
the
think they're
9th
gonna
seed,
dip far enough to the point where they get the #1 overall pick. So it's like
Yeah.
just get your assets, you know what I'm saying? And then tank for this year, make your pick better. Like you have to do it now.
I mean, but if they throw Boogie that money though, like not
Man,
accepted. I mean, no man is turning down 210 million. I'm not.
But that's the reason I don't think they're going to trade him in the deadline. I think they'll just do a sign and trade over the summer just to make sure Boogie gets the money, and then they still trade him to another team that has expiring contracts and some assets. I think that's what they're going to do, just to make sure everything works out properly. Because I don't really think there is a team out there that's willing to take the risk on Boogie if they don't know if he's going to come back. So
What do you think?
Yeah.
Where do you think they would do a sign and trade to?
I mean, the Celtics are obviously up there, but they got to get that terrible player Al Horford out of there. So you got to get Al Horford out of there.
man,
And then,
boy, Al Horford, man, in the podcast, bro.
oh man, I don't know if they do a sign and trade. That amount of money is so much that I really don't know where they would trade him to be honest with you. I mean, you would love to see him with John Wall. I know Imam Mahimi has a huge contract, and I'm pretty sure they could work something out with that, and maybe even Bradley Beal. But I don't know if they do a sign and trade. I think that's the best option. But if they trade him at the end of the month or around trade deadline, that's a huge risk for any team that's taking him, because if he's willing to stay for that team specifically for money, and now he's not going to get that money next offseason because he loses bird rights and he loses the contract rights when it comes to the max amount of money, then at that point, what is the? I'm confused to why he would stay on whatever specific teams, and it doesn't matter if it's the Celtics or the whatever team or OKC or even Washington. You just run in a huge risk when you trade him at the end of the deadline. So I think it'd be a sign and trade over the offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of trades this trade deadline, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
I feel like with this trade deadline, it could either be like really hype or it could just be super dead. Because
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be
I think like the Warriors and the Cavs are gonna make moves, like small moves, but I don't think there's
Yeah.
gonna be one blockbuster trade
Yo, that's so
specifically
whack.
for
The
this trade
teams, the
deadline.
teams that are contending,
Nobody
like,
want to
the
make
two
that
teams-
gamble against
The two
Warriors
teams
and
that are
Warriors.
that actually have a chance of winning something are going to be making moves while all these other teams just sit back and watch teams get better. That's so whack. Like,
Yeah,
I
but like no
Yeah.
one's stopping the Cavs and the Warriors this year, honestly.
Yeah, nobody's stopping. So
Might as well
honestly, I
just
wouldn't
wait.
make a trade as well.
see the thing. I mean,
Yeah,
I
would
try
wait,
not to
yeah.
think about that. I try not to think about that because that's just going to ruin the entire season for me. Because I want to like see all these other teams. Like, I want to like at least think that the Rockets have a chance or the Raptors have a chance.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
every time I see the Cavs and the Warriors, I'm just like,
The
damn. Like,
Rockets, man,
No
it's like
chance.
it's
Yo,
a
the
grand total of
Rockets-
like 4
the
teams.
Rockets have been balling lately, to be honest.
But it's not. I mean, I'm pretty negative, I guess. But like, I don't think that's a playoff team. But I think it's only 4 teams. But it's not a playoff team.
You said the Rockets are the playoff team?
I mean, they're not a team that's
They're
going to.
not gonna go to Western
They're regular. Yeah, that's what I mean by like.
I mean, I know
Yeah,
that.
they're a regular
I
season
said that.
team.
I said that I try not to think about the Cavs and Warriors, so I could at least like make it a little more.
Oh yeah,
exciting.
yeah, but
So
I
enjoy
think
the
it's like
regular season.
4 teams. There's like 4 teams though that could really make some. And I think a lot of people sleep on Toronto. If they make that trade to get Paul Millsap, I don't think they'll make them significantly better. But I think people forget like they took the Cavs to 6 games, and that last game was pretty close. So I think
Didn't
people
Toronto
forget
take?
about that.
Didn't Toronto take? Not Toronto. Did Atlanta take Al Horford? I'm tripping. Didn't Atlanta take Paul Millsap off the trade block?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, but they said
He's
they
going.
couldn't. But no, they said that you might put him back up. They said like
Okay.
behind closed door because like I think from my understanding, Paul Millsap isn't moving. He's not moving off the needle with the amount of money that he wants to be paid because he's been highly underpaid in Atlanta for the past couple years right now. So
Took them off. They were like on a 8-game winning streak, so they probably just
They're
wanted
still
to
winning right now. Makes no sense. I don't know how they're
Yeah,
I
winning.
don't know
why would you
what. I
want
don't know.
that?
I don't know what Atlanta's doing right now. Atlanta's tripping.
I don't know. I don't know. Atlanta low key is like one of those teams. I don't understand why people don't think they're that good.
Yo, they're gonna mess around and end up like the Orlando Magic. Honestly.
It doesn't matter at this point. They could be good as they could win all these games, but when it comes to playoffs, they're just not. They just don't have it. They just don't have enough.
Hey,
to
is
win it.
this the year where the Hawks finally don't make the playoffs, or?
No,
They
I
don't?
think they're gonna make the
Wait,
playoffs.
what?
I think they're gonna make the
No,
playoffs.
this is-
I mean,
struggle again.
they've been consistently in the playoffs for the past what, like 6 years, I think.
Like see a 6-7.
Yeah,
Like
6
3 years
so.
maybe.
And then what are they, like the 4th or 5th seed right now? So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how they end up in the playoffs every year. That's super.
They're fourth in like game and a half behind Boston. So realistically speaking, I mean, if they win another game or two, they'd be third. So
That's crazy.
I don't know why people are blown away by that. That team is like on paper, that team even looks good. I don't know why people are blown away by the fact that like
The
that
Hawks?
team is, yeah, like that team is good. I don't
I
understand
mean, it's
why.
just like coming into the year, like everybody was like, "Oh, Indiana, and Boston, all that." So like, people kind of forgot about the Hawks. So it's like nobody.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with Indiana. The Pacers should be good.
Man, I knew Indiana wasn't gonna be shit, man.
Let me hold my tongue about let me hold my tongue about Boston since I'm on B-Soul's channel. Let me chill.
Yo.
Yo, I know you want to roast Al Horford right now, man.
Yeah.
Let me chill about that. No, I mean
You know,
they're a good team, but I think people just overreacted to the Al Horford signing because I mean
Yeah, I think they did too.
I think
they
low-key because
do.
I think Dwight Howard. I think Dwight Howard he's limited, but I think he can do more for a team than what Al Horford does because Al Horford is an obvious cap with Al Horford, and I think a lot of people just overlooked it and they try to assume that he's going to Boston. He's really about to shake up the entire Eastern Conference as if he hasn't been in East his entire career. But
No, I just
And
think
if
it
you
was
look
like
at
the
it, he
fact
wasn't
that
even,
like,
like-
Isaiah Thomas
I don't-
finally got help.
I don't know why
true.
everybody was. I don't know why everybody was like jumping to conclusions because he wasn't really balling like that in Atlanta either. Like at most, he was a 17 and 6th player.
yeah, he's always been like a really bad rebounder for his position.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think he's consistently been a 15-7 player. Even right now, he's 15. He's been like 15-7 for 3 years straight. He's
Like,
the
when you
definition
got-
of a plateau.
when you got a 6'2" Avery Bradley getting more rebounds than you, then
Getting more rebounds.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
That's
That's
a problem.
embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now, because like people here were expecting like once we got Al Horford, that was step one, and then
Right.
step two was getting like Jimmy Butler and Kevin Durant and everything. That never happened, so we kind of like overhyped them. But yeah, I agree. We kind of overhyped them.
Low key, and
Well,
like
this
in
could be
2
an
months-
interesting summer for the Boston Celtics, though.
Yeah, for sure.
They do have
for
a
sure,
lot of
for sure.
assets and stuff, and they can really
Because
consider
even if you
a
do
free agent
another-
to come over here.
Because even if y'all do another pick, I think if y'all pick solid, y'all could just trade that pick away and kind of just get another piece. 'Cause I actually low key, even though I hate on your team, I think they solid, but I just think that people overreact to what they do.
What are you talking about, man? That's
Yeah.
the number 1 seed. Let me chill.
Yeah, chill. Whoa, chill.
Yeah, let me chill.
Chill.
All right. Should we move on? Let's move on to the next topic. Westbrook versus Zaza. Zaza the GOAT, Pachulia, you know. What happened? It was a game against the Thunder. It looked like Westbrook was trying to take it in, and then Zaza kind of just gives him a mean little shoulder, and he just kind of hovers over him like a, you know, it was really weird. I don't know who Zaza thinks he is now. He thinks just because he got all these votes, he's a shit.
He's an all-star. Get out of here.
You know,
Not an all-star.
That's the GOAT Zaza. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think we need to put Zaza back in his place, or?
He need to put him back in his place. That's what I think.
Yeah.
He
I
need
mean,
to
he's
put
been like
Zaza in
that for a lot of years now, though. He's been the troll of the team.
But now, like everybody got eyes on him now, so
Yeah,
start
because
to
he did
see
it
it,
to
and
Russ.
start to notice it. Yeah, especially on Westbrook, which is funny because he got snubbed from becoming
Yeah.
a starter. It just looks like a picture right there. Like it's just like
Dude,
all
I
the
just want to
memes
see
you can
Russell
throw,
Westbrook
man.
dunk on him, bro. Next game in OKC.
Definitely.
Even though they're gonna lose, like get blown out again, but hey,
Yeah,
at
they
least we'll
are,
get
but
that. Yeah.
I'm waiting for that one moment.
Man, I just feel bad. Like they just can't. They have no way to beat the Thunders. I mean, to beat the Warriors. Or
Yeah.
the Thunders.
Yeah,
rather.
It'd
got
be so
no-
good if OKC like could match up with the Warriors, considering like
Yeah.
everything KD did.
They
If
just
KD
can't.
left and OKC still had a chance to beat the Warriors, that would make everything so much better.
Yeah, that would be a competitive Western Conference, but no.
Who's winning in a fight, Westbrook or Zaza?
Honestly, I
From
might take
because of
Westbrook,
his
bro.
fierce nature. His
No,
nature
yeah,
is
I'm
crazy.
Mueller.
I don't know, man. Zaza looks
No.
crazy, bro.
I don't know.
That
That's what I'm
boy's
saying.
Jack. Russell
Yeah,
Westbrook.
but Westbrook is a crazy.
Bro, but you gotta understand, bro. Zaza, he's not from here, bro. He's from Georgia. You know, they be doing some weird shit down there. He might try to fight him.
Yeah, trust.
Who knows?
Trust. I'm from Atlanta. I know what you do in Georgia around here. You know, I know.
No, I'm talking about the country, Georgia.
I know. I'm just playing with you. But look,
Yeah, he's from the country.
low key. I mean, let's just be honest. That was an all-star making an all-star move right there. What Zaza did, he was good, man. All-star making all-star moves, man.
Yeah, he think he Will Chamberlain or something, but
Yo, he stared him down like.
Yeah, he did slam down.
That's good to have confidence, though. That's good to have confidence.
that's super disrespectful. Like, number one, like
Yeah.
the only reason why you made the All-Star game is because of your country. If it wasn't for that, then I don't even know. But
True.
yeah, shout out to Zaza, man.
And also, I think the Warriors as well also voted him on as well. It's boosted it even more. Just a
I mean,
troll.
Yeah.
That's bandwagon Warriors fans that don't really know what they're doing when they're reading
Yeah,
stats.
there are so many Warriors fans. They make up like 33% of the NBA
That's crazy.
of the fan base.
But yeah, shout out to Zaza Pachulia. Let's move on to the next topic. Ben Simmons, you know, projected to return shortly after All-Star
Simmons.
break. How will his return affect the 76ers?
Yeah, this could be a huge boost.
Low key. Wait. We
I don't think
didn't.
they're gonna make the playoffs though. Still, even
Yeah.
with Ben Simmons back.
I don't know. Well, before we say that, Slam, you got something to say, man?
Could be.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
All
That's facts. That's funny. That's great facts. No, you fit. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I'm gonna throw that on Twitter after the pod, yo. That's what's up. But yo, to be honest with you, I think, to be honest with you, like, the East is so wide open. I can't even, because even though we talk about, you know, what Boston, Atlanta, and even Washington is doing, realistically speaking, the difference between Washington, who's a 5th seed, and the Pistons, who are the 9th seed, is like 2 or 3 games. Like, everybody like so close. And so the difference between Philly and the 8th seed, which is Chicago right now, I think it's like 5 or 6 games. So the fact that everybody's so close, everybody's so close within one another, it could really flip within a matter of seconds. Especially, you know, hoping. Obviously, I don't want to hope no injuries or nothing like that. But if an injury happens, especially like D Wade, I think at any point he could be like just out. and then you have
Yes.
anything that can happen with the Knicks and obviously other teams like that. So I don't know. I see it being possible. It's not probable, but I think
Yeah,
it's
it's not
possible. But I think the biggest thing with the Knicks, I mean, with the Sixers is I think what everybody they just want to see him on the court with Embiid because it's obvious that Embiid is panning out the way that he's panning out. So if you pair that with my man Simmons, that'd be OD. Like that'd be on some next level stuff. And
This season is already a success for them.
Yeah, I really
Um,
didn't want the
That's
Sixers.
just icing on the cake.
I kind of didn't want the Sixers to win as much as they're doing now because I was kind of looking forward to them picking up like maybe even like a Dennis Smith Jr. or Alonzo Ball or Markelle Fultz in the draft because
They need a point guard. They really do.
I mean, they got Ben Simmons.
I would say I don't
They
think,
need to, but they need to start winning. They need to start winning first.
I agree with you. I think they need to start winning. I think with one thing that's wrong with a lot of teams is that they just keep losing over and over again, and you have this redundancy of keep getting draft picks, and you stockpile players, young assets, and you don't end up doing nothing with them because you just keep having to like keep getting picks,
and eventually they're gonna leave. Like Noel and Joel Okafor, how they all just mashed up together right there.
Can you hear me?
Now they want to leave. So I just wasted your time.
Or even Orlando. Like Orlando, they had Tobias Harris, Victor Oladipo, Sabonis, and traded all of them away because they didn't fit in with the new scheme that they had on the team. So there's no point of keep tanking, especially if you had the opportunity to win, and put Ben Simmons at point. I mean, this whole idea that you had to be a certain height to play a certain position is silly to me. Just put Ben Simmons at point and Embiid at the 5, Dario Saric at the 4. Majority of their starting lineup is already there, actually. And then just get two veterans on the perimeter with them, and they'll be fine.
You just got to make that Noel trade. That Noel
They need
or
a player like Michael Brogdon, like someone that can just come in, not really facilitate because you got Ben Simmons, but like shoot, play defense, someone like that.
Do many things on the floor.
Low key, I'm not even like.
Would you?
Going to Boston, would you not trade Nerlens Noel for Jaylen Brown, just a straight up swap?
Like just knowing Celtics fans, we wouldn't do it because like we overhype everything.
Because Nerlens Noel will fit so well in your team.
Exactly.
We need a shot blocker,
and he's really young as well. And he's really young.
Exactly. So you need rebounding and rim protection. You get that with Nerlens Noel. Sixers, they need perimeter players. Jaylen Brown, I think, fits well in there. He does a little bit of everything. I actually like Jaylen Brown, so I got to get him off the Celtics. So I actually think he fits fine with the Sixers. If to be honest,
hold on, Slam, are you here?
Damn, he's
something wrong with his mic.
No, because he just said that he fixed it, and I heard him like a second ago. Is he here? All right. All right.
Hey, just hop in whenever.
Just
keep trying.
All right.
Restart your
computer. The Sixers need to win though. I think tanking is kind of done at this point. In the Eastern Conference is so open. You might as well just push forward.
Yeah.
They still gonna have a good pick anyway. They don't have a good pick anyway.
They just need that experience for the playoffs. They just need that experience for the playoffs so they can get used to it.
Dennis Smith Jr. would fit so.
And after LeBron's era is usually done, the Sixers will be next in line. So it's time for them to start learning about the playoffs and start getting.
What about the Timberwolves?
Hello.
Timberwolves, same thing. They need to be in the same situation as well.
Yeah, I hear you, Slam.
We can hear you, Slam.
Yeah, Slam, I hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, what the heck! Finally,
There you go.
There you go.
Anything to say about the Sixers?
You were spitting knowledge earlier.
Yo, I have so much.
I've learned so much from
much
Slam in the last 20 minutes, bro.
God, I was been talking so much, but no one's been responding. I was like, "What is going on here?"
We was responding. Yo, we was like, "Yo, you spitting facts."
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard you.
Bruh.
All right. So, all right. What did you guys hear about All right. So, do you guys hear about the Sixers? Did you guys hear about the Sixers possibly being interested in Drew Holiday again?
That's hot. That's hot.
Why go backwards though?
Yeah, why go?
Yeah.
Exactly.
His injury record is just bad. I don't want
They got rid of him. Why bring him back? Like, there's no point.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
that.
Dennis Smith Jr. would fit so good on that team, mainly because he's a shooter and he doesn't really mind like not facilitating. So, I like to see that,
Also, Drew Holiday has no more of upside. He's done now. Like, he's just gonna go downhill from now on.
I think they can
can't see him
still
getting
get
any better than
Dennis
this.
Smith Jr. though. I think they can still get Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, no.
Because like this draft is so deep that he might slide down to like 5 or 6, and they might
not even Dennis Smith Jr. But have you guys heard about the French dude, Frank Nit? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like Nti. Ki, something like that.
No, I don't know about
But
that.
yeah, that man's nice, bro. He has a shot and he's really good. Well, I mean, he's a defender, and so I think he would fit pretty
I
good
don't
with
know.
76.
I don't trust foreign players since Darko.
But you got Porzingis.
Nah, bro, but he's what's it called?
Actually,
Yeah.
I trust foreign players more than college players, in my opinion.
No, that's
But they got
Really?
more,
That's
experience.
just
Really?
I feel
That's
like
a
they got more
stretch.
experience for me. I feel like they got more experience for me. That's what
Well,
I
I mean,
mean.
he's not-
A college
he's not
player when
no-
they come out for 1 year.
I mean, look at
He's not a straight up
Hey,
foreign
Hazonia
player. He
then.
just went after high school.
Yeah, Hazonia. Hazonia.
yeah, they were like saying Hazonia could be like the next Kobe. Remember that?
Bro.
Yeah, they're thinking like J.R. Smith, get out of here. Where is he now?
There's some solid foreign, actually some really great foreign players, but I don't know if I trust them more. Honestly, I don't even trust the draft anymore. People be hyping up young players and just coming up.
Yo, do you know what foreign player that nobody's giving any like flack to for not being as good as everyone expected?
Ooh.
Jokic or Nurkic.
Dragon Bender.
Is it Nurkic?
Yo, where's this man Dragon Bender at,
Oh
bro?
yeah, where is this man
Word.
Dragon Bender, bro?
That's
Where's this man Dragon Bender at, bro?
He's on a bad team.
Oh
though.
man, the Phoenix over there, man.
I mean, but they drafted Chris after him, and he's starting over him.
Devin
So,
Booker took his
where you at?
limelight.
No, like they drafted Chris after they drafted Bender,
Yeah.
and he's still starting over him. So where you at, bro?
3.2 points in 13 minutes. Oh my god.
Oh, that's bad. Oh crap, never mind.
No, the
Yeah, he is.
Celtics were like contemplating between this guy and Jaylen Brown, and I was literally praying the day before to not draft this guy. I just don't see him, man. I just don't see him.
He was picked fourth too. Jesus.
Yo,
Christ.
Porzingis plugged him. Porzingis plugged him because if it wasn't for Porzingis, he would be a
Yeah.
second round draft pick.
That's the only reason why his stock was so high was because Porzingis was like the way he panned
Yeah,
out.
they played kind of similar.
Yeah,
Well, at the start, we all thought they would have been the same.
yeah, but he still has time though. But I'd rather have Jaylen Brown than this guy.
Jaylen Brown is
that's
NBA
facts.
ready. I like that. He's NBA ready at the
Yeah.
start. I like
He
players
just
like
needs
that.
to
that
like
come
know how to
out the gate.
control his dribble.
I like players that come out the gate and be successful. I don't want players that take time. Like Porzingis, for example, he's successful at the start of his career.
Yeah,
I mean, but people thought he was gonna be a project though. That's why Knicks
Yeah.
fans were mad.
Yeah, but he just
Well, he's like
got
5 years
developed
down the
way
road.
too fast.
man, Knicks fans like they want everything right now. That's
Yeah,
the thing about
yeah,
Knicks
Knicks
That's what I'm
fans
saying,
need to
bro.
relax.
Somebody get these Knicks.
I live in New York, but they always want to win now. They have this win now mentality every single year. That's the problem with them.
They want to win now, but they can never win now. Like,
Yeah, they don't understand that. Like, trust me, just wait like 5 years or something. Get something building, start building up a team, and then decide to try to compete.
it's like
You know what
they've
I'm saying?
always been an average team. I don't think I remember a time where the Knicks weren't like an average team, like a little bit below average
Yeah.
team.
They
I mean,
never
well,
want to be tanking.
Back in the
They don't
90s.
want to
But-
hear that.
Not trying to like stop pile on Melo, but a part of that isn't that just Melo's fault? Like his inability to kind of accept the fact that he doesn't fit with what the direction that team
Yeah.
is going in. So if he's like telling Melo's acting like he's a free agent right now and just straight up telling the organization like, yo, I'm not waiving my no trade clause. And when he does that, he puts them in a
I
situation
think he
to
still
where
thinks
they
he's like the best small forward in the league. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
yeah.
like that's a good mentality. But at this point, you got to understand your role.
I don't. He.
At the
I
age
think
he's
that's
He's
at.
gonna be like 40 years
the
old.
fans.
But when he does that though, like it just puts them in a mentality where they have to keep doing this every single year, and they have to keep some of this false hope. And I think
Yeah.
like,
Like, keep being the average team.
yeah, they'll be better off. Like it's crazy because they're still losing anyway. So what's the purpose?
I kind
It's
of
not
did
what
want.
Melo
I kind of. Low-key, I kind of don't want Miller to make the All-Star game this year just so it could be like a reality check.
Yeah,
for
maybe
him.
some
He just
fire.
knows,
Yeah, hopefully.
like, you know.
That's what I want.
I'm not
Melo
gonna
could get something in his head.
I'm not gonna say all
But
that.
then again, like his first shot after like not being named an All-Star starter was like a 2-foot air ball. So who knows what not making the All-Star team could do to him.
Yeah. Hopefully, it makes him better though, because it's not
It
like
makes
I
him
hate
better,
the dude.
yeah.
It's not like I hate the
Yeah,
dude.
I want him to be better.
Yeah.
We all want,
I just want
everybody
him to
be
be in a
better,
good
honest.
situation and win a championship.
Yeah, like the Clippers would be awesome. Honestly, I can actually see
Yeah.
some good. Like when you think about it, there's a good chance that he can actually play well with the Clippers because he got Chris
But I
Paul
don't-
with him.
I don't
I think
see.
Chris
I don't
Paul
see them
will be
getting.
good.
I don't see the Clippers
Yeah,
getting
Chris Paul is a
Melo
player who
unless
will
they
put
get
him
rid of
in
one of their big three. To be honest.
Yeah, we got to get
Yeah,
rid of Blake.
But-
And that would be
Is
a
it-
pretty good upgrade, to be honest.
Do you take the risk
Not
to get Melo
really.
right now if they're the Clippers? Because
We
If
have
it
no
doesn't
choice.
work out, you
honestly,
could screw
because when you
yourself
look at
over.
it, we have no choice.
That is facts.
Honestly,
But
the
I
Clippers
like,
is
if
about
you
to be
really
done
think-
after this season.
But
But do
Melo's
you
an
really
ISO
think Melo is the
and the
key?
Clippers like to like move the ball around, so it's gonna be kind of hard to put him in. Like it's gonna take him a while to get used to that.
Yeah, but it's not like
In
the
his mind,
Clippers that made the finals and then lost in Game 7. Like Melo's a piece we need to make it there. They lose in the second round. They think Melo's a piece to get them to NBA championship. Then that's a stretch. And then if like you lose Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, you're stuck with like Melo and DeAndre Jordan. Then you're like the New York Knicks.
Well,
So,
I don't think CP3.
Nah, I don't think Chris Paul would
had
leave.
Melo on the team.
If
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Melo, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He had
They're
Melo,
friends.
yeah.
oh
They
yeah,
can
that's
actually
a
develop
banana
something
squad
over
right
the
there.
years. They can develop something over the
Yeah.
years. Maybe like a year or
The
two.
CP3 and
Probably
Melo,
I don't know how many years.
He said
Yeah,
many
he
years.
said. Yeah, he did say these.
A
They
year,
don't know.
over the
something like
years.
that. So not like
Bro.
5 years, but I'm talking about like 1 year.
Bro,
or 2
that's
years.
4 years
At
max.
least.
That's 4 years max.
Yeah, 4 years. Somewhere around.
I'm not
that's
giving
like,
him 4. I'm
that's like
giving
a year.
him 2.
That's a year and a half.
3 good years. 3 good years.
No, that's
No,
a year
not
and a
even
half
3.
max. That's
Bro,
a
he's
year
making
and
it
a
sound
half
like it's Jabari Antetokounmpo, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, not like that, of course.
That's
Just
a year
give
and
him
a half
time to
max.
develop.
You know, we just gotta let
They got
Melo
a pretty
develop.
good bench.
We need Melo to develop. You know.
Yeah, Melo could work on his defense. He could work. That's something he can work on. Chris Paul can aspire him to
He's
play some
not. He's
defense.
not working
I'm
on
telling you.
defense.
Bro,
Man,
this
No,
man is-
Chris Paul can
This man's like
inspire him.
33
Chris Paul
years
can
old, bro.
inspire him to
No.
better, to be a better defender.
I've never heard no 33-year-old saying, "Man, I'm about to start working on my defense, man."
You better start working on them. You better start working on that retirement plan. That's what you should do.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need to start working on. Not no defense. I never heard anybody do that before.
All right, be a more facilitator then. Has to
Yeah.
be like more like LeBron. Because honestly, he could be somewhat similar to LeBron, being like a place, being a facilitator and probably shooting when
Not
he's
anymore.
open or something like that.
He's not 18.
It's way too late.
No, I'm just saying like he could just be somewhat of a playmaker. You know what I'm saying?
On what? In
Could be
2K?
too late.
What are you talking about? It's done. That man's career is done. What you see out of Melo, that's it. That's Melo for the rest of his.
Yeah, he can't
I
get
just
better
want hope for the
now.
Clippers. I just want hope for the Clippers. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at every positive like light. Like I don't know. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to find
Clippers
every
are
good
cursed,
scenario.
man.
Yeah, the
Clippers-
Clippers.
But I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that.
Lakers.
Not gonna believe
No, it's
More
crazy.
proof do you
No,
need?
no, it's not real. It's not real.
I ain't believing either, but every year
I'm not believing it.
Griffin. You know what's crazy? I didn't believe it either, but when Chris Paul has been hurt, every year they go into the playoffs. Every year.
Every
Yeah.
year.
Every year he's been on that team. He's either
Is
going
that
into
always
the
his hand
playoffs.
too?
No, well last
His hand or his hamstring?
yeah, his hand.
Yeah, he got
Last
hit
year he broke
year.
his hand.
He broke his hand.
And then the year before that was like his hamstring,
his hamstring.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, is Chris Paul a choke artist?
He's not a choke
Oh,
artist.
he's
Don't
not.
say that. Please don't blame
I
it.
think he's just
I
hurt.
think
He's
he
not
is.
the reason
I
that
think
the
he
Clippers
is.
will
No,
mess
no,
up.
he's not.
Bro, he low key be choking, bro.
Don't blame
He's
it
not
on
a
him,
choke artist.
please. I respect.
Stop. He's just hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt.
I hate when people
I don't know,
say
man.
Chris Paul's a choker. It makes no sense. He is not a choker.
He's not a
He
choker.
does everything for the Clippers. He does everything.
Mm.
I don't know
Including
in what realm is he a choker though?
Yeah, I don't know. People
Like,
always saying that. And I get
kind of
mad
made a
when people say
video on it, and he has
He's
he
not
has
a
so many
choker.
moments where, like, I know it's not technically his fault, but you gotta step up, and he just doesn't step up.
Yeah, because like, dude, you're the biggest voice in that locker room, man. Like, even
Yeah.
if you're not playing, you should at least have some sort of effect on like your teammates, because like you're the leader of that team, man. But
I don't know. About
No, the only time I legit say he choked was against the Rockets. That's the only time.
But he didn't
That's
even
the
choke. He
only
didn't even
time.
choke that. I don't think he choked them because he was. You remember he was dealing with the hamstring in that game.
Yeah,
six,
he was
or
injured.
Injuries that whole time.
He
The
wasn't
whole
even,
series.
but he
Against the
wasn't.
Spurs right after that.
Yeah, but he wasn't even in the. He wasn't even in the. He wasn't in
The
the
first
game.
two games,
Game
yeah.
5. Yeah, he wasn't even there. So I think that's Blake. Griffin. I think people be blaming Chris Paul for a bit too much. They be
Yeah,
overlooking
it's
a lot
more
of
of a
players.
Blake. That's what I
I
said
mean, bro,
earlier about
somebody
Blake.
has to
Blake got
somebody
showing
has
up
to
in
take some
playoffs.
sort of responsibility for everything that they've been doing, like with
Austin
the Cavs,
Rivers.
LeBron, and with the chill.
Not Austin Rivers.
Okay, like with the Cavs, it's LeBron, and with the Warriors, it's gonna be
Yeah.
Steph. So like, we can't just let them get off, like, because nothing's gonna happen if we don't put some sort of
Yeah.
pressure on him to do.
With the Clippers,
The Western Conference is so brutal,
It's
man.
Blake, though.
The West is
It's
just
Blake.
brutal, man. The West is just brutal. It's just crazy. You just wrong timing for that team
with
to start out.
With the Clippers, it's Blake. It's Blake's fault.
Oh nah, Blake.
Yeah, I think it's more Blake's fault, but like we can't just say
But
Chris Paul has
Paul's
no
the main
fault. You know what I'm saying?
facilitator. Chris Paul's the main facilitator on offense, though.
What does that got to do with the
And
whole
his
entire
playoff
team,
stats is beast, man. He be
though?
dominating.
Yeah, I'm saying, have you seen Blake Griffin's playoff stats? Blake Griffin falls off like pretty considerable. Like Chris Paul don't really fall off that much, and if anything, in some aspects he may get better. But Blake, like he either becomes stagnant or he just starts to fall off in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Holy crap! It's two Blakes that show up: the good Blake or the bad Blake. That's what I don't like.
Honestly, I'd rather have DeAndre Jordan than Blake Griffin in the clutch.
For real.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I might have DeAndre Jordan over Blake Griffin just for the fact that he makes plays to the point where you don't have to shoot
defense. And Blake doesn't give you defense.
So,
And that's
so you guys are
mad.
you guys told me that Blake
He doesn't
Griffin is the leader of that team. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm not saying he's a leader.
Hands down.
I'm not saying he's a leader, but I'm saying
like I said, bro, somebody got to take the blame, and in this
Well,
case, unfortunately, it has to be Chris Paul because he's the biggest voice in that locker room. So.
Well, I don't think. Well, that's like saying you're gonna like LeBron James goes out there and dominates, but then Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love don't show up, and then you're gonna blame LeBron for the Cavs losing.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's fact.
Thank you, Slam.
That's fact. That's fact. That's low-key
Don't
fact.
blame it on my favorite point guard.
Like when they lost to the Warriors, nobody was like, "Man, LeBron, you terrible, yo." They didn't have Kyrie in like it's like some.
I mean, of
certain
course,
things
because like
understandable.
I feel that.
Yeah, if Chris Paul go out there and put like 30 and 13, nobody not gonna be like, "Man, you suck, Chris Paul. Man, what's wrong with you, bro?"
You need a 40-20.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people just hate on Chris Paul though, so they might. I don't know. Who knows?
He's still gonna be one of the
but
greatest point
I
guards
think
in
he
the
still
NBA.
needs to like step it up even more though. That's what I'm saying. Like I think he can still step it up. It's just he hasn't done that yet.
I don't think he can step it up anymore. It's done for him. Man.
That's what I'm saying.
He can't step it up anymore.
Like,
He's playing great still, but I don't think like he can't get any better than this. Like,
and he's playing
That's a
hurt.
sad
Like
thing
think like
about
he's playing hurt, and he's still playing better than most people out there. So how is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just expecting him to step it up. It's like Jesus, man. Somebody.
No, I didn't
the
mean
role
like in the
players,
regular season. I'm talking
Crawford,
about like
all
those
guys.
big moments. You know what I'm saying? Like in the
But
playoffs.
like the last time they were in the playoffs and he stepped up against the Spurs and he hit the game winner. He was a game winner against the Spurs.
That's true.
Man, the last time he was
Blake was just standing
that
around.
year when
Blake was literally just standing around.
Yeah, Blake
He
was.
let Tim
was standing
Duncan
around.
dominate him. He let Tim Duncan dominate him during the entire series. Straight up, Tim Duncan, and this guy was like 30s, what 37?
Yeah,
At that
I
age,
think
like,
Blake
so-
more. Yeah, Blake's more.
Didn't
the
make any
problem.
sense.
And then that playoff run that we talking about, he was shooting 50, 40, 90 that year. 50, 41, 94%. And then he was
That's
shooting
crazy.
20. He put up 22 points, 9 not rebounds, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 turnovers. Like man, that man be doing a lot. I can't. I don't.
Yeah.
When I be looking at Chris Paul, he's for sure not the problem in my eyes. But
I would have liked to seen Rudy Gay go to the Clippers. That would have been kind of
Yeah,
nice.
that would have
I
been
think
nice.
that I actually think that
Yeah,
would have been a better
Melo.
fit than Melo. I feel like that would have been a better fit than Melo.
I don't know about it.
Because athleticism is there. He could dunk and everything, and run the break.
No, because I feel like Rudy Gay knows his role more than Melo.
That's what I'm saying exactly. Because Melo is still stuck in this whole 2009 Melo and like, bro, you like especially like just the way Melo plays. Like he loves to run isos, you know. And Rudy Gay knows the role, so I think it would have just fit better.
Yeah, he knows just to cut to the basket and just
On
keep
top of that,
moving.
Rudy Gay would have only been for a year.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul can get him open.
I feel
open
bad for
shots
Rudy Gay,
all the
though.
time. Chris Paul. Would
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like I forgot to say that Rudy Gay career might be over. This might be done for that man.
Yeah, I feel especially like he was about to get paid this offseason too, and then just go down like this. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
He's about to get crazy. He's seeing how much money Kent Bazemore make. He's like, bet I'm about to come up on a check.
Yeah.
I'm about to come up on a check. And he was like, nah, you're not, because it's done. You out for an entire year. That's messed up. That's terrible.
You know, but all right, so let's move on to the next topic here. We have Chris Bosh. There's been a lot of discussions, rumors lately about Chris Bosh potentially going to the Bulls. How do you guys feel about that?
that don't make any sense to me.
It wouldn't do anything.
I feel like the
Bulls
Bulls
just try to build around
wouldn't get-
Butler, and they're not doing that with that move.
You look crazy. Are you serious?
You think?
I don't
You
get
think Chris
You're gonna
Bosh
get a
going to
guy
the
who's-
Bulls helps him?
Who's basically gonna have to retire, and you're gonna go and gamble like that? Heck
Oh well,
no.
yo,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily know what's going to happen with him. Man. I mean, we're assuming that he's going to. If we're assuming he's healthy, I don't understand why you don't think that'll be a good move for them.
Yeah, but then
Chris Bosh.
D-Wade
I
and
don't
Bosh
know.
connection.
have, like,
though.
a big
D-Wade and
ass-
Bosh connection.
it's still not going to get them past anyone in the East. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but how is Bosh playing though?
You literally just saw.
Do you think?
Take a look at him right now.
getting?
He's still
Do you
playing.
think they're getting past Toronto?
No.
Yes,
No.
I know. Y'all crazy. That's
Bosh,
he
you
could
I
look
don't
like
know,
Bosh.
bro.
If a
That man
healthy
DeMar
Bosh-
DeRozan has been looking
with
nice.
a healthy Chris
bro. I don't.
Bosh.
with a
Yeah, but
healthy
the
Chris Bosh.
likelihood of a healthy Chris Bosh is just so low.
Well, that kind of okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking about
I
this.
understand.
Low kind of has a point because that kind of stretches the floor a little bit more.
Yeah, it does. But
Yeah, a lot more. And Bosh
at the
is
same
still a
time,
very
look
good defender.
at the same time, sure you have like an older Dwayne Wade, and then you'll have, of course, you have Jimmy Butler. But then what else do you have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true as well. They still have to add pieces because Rondo, that's a dud right there. And I don't know.
Rondo has to go.
Man,
Yeah,
I really wanted this year to be Rondo's year, man. But it's
Yeah.
It was never gonna be.
not gonna happen.
No.
I saw it coming like a mile away. Like it was not
Exactly.
gonna happen.
Do you think Rondo will ever get a chance to be the old Rondo, or is it
Absolutely
No.
not.
No, I don't think so, man.
Unless he like I don't know what, just start making mid-range shots at least, like consistently. But other than that, I don't see it happening.
But
At
Loki, I
all.
said this too. The way that Doc Rivers, I guess he hires because he's a GM. The way that he signs players, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if everything falls through with the Clippers and CP leaves. The way that he gets his old players on the same team and try to act like, oh, we're building the Celtics back up again. I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets
He's done that so many times,
Yo,
bro.
He's done it so
Doesn't
many
Kind of salty.
Doesn't KG work for the Clippers now?
Yeah, he works for the Clippers now.
KG, he's
Yeah.
helping them.
Yo,
They
Him
got
and Blake
Pierce
Griffin work on his
KG.
post move.
They had Glenn Davis. They had Nate Robinson. They had Jeff Green.
the same players. He literally tried to bring
Brandon Bass. He got Brandon Bass right now.
Yeah, Brandon Basket right now. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be surprised if CP3 leaves and he's like, yeah, I'll get Rondo and I'll get him.
Yeah, I'll take you, Rondo. Rondo and DJ would be interesting.
Doc Rivers-
The highlights will be real. But other than that, that's all the Clippers are going to be. Just a highlight team again. I don't want to see that.
this man, Doc Rivers thinks we're still in 010. Like, sure.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
think
it changed.
they're not doing anything with Rondo. They have a better chance with CP3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, going back to the Bulls thing, why wouldn't they just start? They would start Bosh at 5 and Taj Gibson at 4, right? And then they would have a bench of Robin Lopez.
I mean,
I
but
guess Doug McDermott.
I just don't think
they're
that's gonna
doing
take them
Toronto.
over Toronto.
I don't think they're doing anything with Toronto, especially until they get that point guard situation filled out. Like, I don't think they're gonna.
And like with his own
Kyle
contract
Lowry-
situation, doesn't he have like 4 years, 100 million or something?
Wait, who?
Yeah, but if he's out 1 more year, and I think this is the last year, they can void his contract and it's like an injury clause in a new CBA.
Okay.
And they don't have
Like
to.
if they can
don't
get
have
him
to
for
pay
cheap, and that like I'd say it's a good move if they can get him for the cheap. But
Yo, if Michael Carter Williams could look the way he was looking back when he was with the 76ers, man. I
Yeah,
don't know,
definitely.
man.
That's what I was going to say.
That team.
But
He could
low-key,
be
is
good.
Kyle
That was just a
Lowry
good
good in the playoffs though? Is Kyle Lowry good in the playoffs?
Who?
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah,
that
that dude be
I don't
disappearing in the playoffs, man.
I don't see why we're
It's
talking
a
about getting
peanut.
past Toronto. It's getting past Cleveland that matters. And that's
Oh
not
yeah,
happening.
I'm not saying they get past Cleveland, but that team could. Man, D-Wade with Jimmy Butler and Chris Bosh.
But then don't you think Chris Bosh would rather go to Cleveland too? Like if they talk about signing for
Oh
cheap,
no,
he goes to
man, no.
Cleveland?
He wouldn't fit in there.
He would
Tristan
not.
Thompson
You don't
as
think
well.
so?
He would come off the bench.
Kevin Love,
I
how
think
would
he
we
would
go?
fit.
No.
You would just
Don't
come off
on
the
the
bench. Yeah.
No. Don't
That
do
would be scary. Bosh off the bench? That's scary.
That'd be disappointing. That's what that would be. Adding more players.
Go from what 20-8 to coming off the bench.
Yeah, don't do that. That's crazy.
That's-
Chris Bosh's career would never be the same.
Yeah, that's low-key disrespectful.
Yeah.
But hopefully, really, before he gets on the court, I'd like to see him healthy. You know, that's Chris Bosh. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I just want to see him get healthy first.
Yeah, let's hope he gets healthy first.
yeah, best of luck to Chris Bosh, man.
Yeah, that's
He's a
facts.
great player.
That's facts. All right. So we got pretty much got all the main discussions out of the way. Let's move on to these small little, quick little discussions real quick. Yusuf Nurkic, he's not really a big player, but Nuggets plan to trade him before the deadline. How do you think that's going to affect the overall, like as a whole? What do you guys think about this Nuggets team? Because like, I don't know, they're kind of one of those teams where it's like they're young, but they don't really have a direction.
Got a possible star up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do y'all
love
think
Jokic.
Emmanuel Mudiay can be a
Jokic.
star? Or is it like
no, he
yeah.
can't.
Like
He
people
He's
were
a
saying
good point guard, but not a star.
I don't think
could be he could be a good.
No.
Yo, what if New York
He'll
picked
be a
him up
solid
with
point
the
guard.
fourth? Because New York really wanted Moutier. What if they picked him up with the fourth pick?
Oh, they would have messed up.
That team would look even worse.
Is that a
Yeah.
is that an L?
They already have it.
Somebody said
That's a double. That's a double L. That's a
Yeah, that's
double.
an L.
I'll be back real quick.
Oh, yep. But yeah, no. If they lucked out with Porzingis, to be honest. But,
I don't know. I don't watch Denver enough to like have a legit.
All I know
opinion on that
is
team.
same. I just be looking at their rosters and their stats, and I know that they don't just by looking at who they have, like they don't really have a direction because it's like you had Fareed and it's
no.
like,
The direction is Nikola Jokic. That man is a baller.
Yeah, it's Jokic. He's the guy. They're gonna run around.
I mean,
But I can see it. This guy's amazing playmaker. I saw him play. This guy's good. He's got a good court.
But you still got 28-year-old Daliano Gallinari.
Yeah, they still have to find out what to do with all that.
His injuries,
At least
man.
they have a sense.
I don't know.
But
man. He needs to
Gallinari and Chandler have played like 40. They played almost all the games this year.
Yeah,
It's like you said, they sat on those players and they sat on Kenneth Fareed for way too long as well. And it's similar to the Orlando situation we were talking about earlier, where like if you keep tanking, you keep adding young assets. Yeah, and then at some point it's like, all right, I mean, we can add these assets, but we're not moving in the direction. So
that's the direction. That's the direction I don't want the Timberwolves to get into because like they're probably gonna get a top 10 pick this year, and I don't know, this draft is deep, and if you add another player, it's gonna be a mix of egos, and people are like, oh, you know,
I like what they have right now. They just gotta build with that team that they have.
That's what I'm saying. Like if they could win this year, that would have been.
No, just trade the pick.
They just need a veteran out there.
They need veterans on that team.
Yeah.
You think the Timberwolves should trade their pick?
Yeah, because they have the pieces already.
Well, maybe for
a
veteran.
I mean, or trade Chris Dunn. But they have a rookie or a young player at point, a young player at shooting guard, a young player at small forward, and then they got Towns, another young player at 5. Your whole starting lineup
is pretty young as well. Bang is
yeah. So there was a point. There was a point on the court where like Chris Dunn was the oldest player that was playing, and he's 22 and he's a rookie. So it's like, your team is. Just...
They just need to bring some. They need to bring some experience for the team because when they had Kevin Garnett there, he really changed Karl Anthony Towns and made them have more confidence in themselves. So I think they just need some guy like that. Some guy like that to mentor. You know, they need a mentor. Yeah.
Yo, there was a trade rumor going around. I know it got Stan Van came out and said that it's not going to happen. But Rubio for Jackson. What do you guys think about that?
That would have been a straight up L for the Pistons.
That would have been a
huge L.
Yeah.
A huge L for the Pistons.
You put Reggie Jackson on that Timberwolves team, they could start winning some games low key.
Speaking of the Pistons, what do y'all think the Pistons should do though, moving forward? Because I don't really know what they should do.
I don't know, man. They were the 8th seed last year, and now they're just tripped. They're bugging, bro.
I think the East just got stronger, and then
facts.
No, then what?
Yes, the East did get stronger. What are you talking about?
I just
stronger.
If you look,
if
you guys
record wise, the East is getting stronger. Like these, I mean, the Pistons can still make. Like I said, everybody's 1 or 2 games away from the Pistons are 1 game away from the Bulls. Yeah. They're in the 9th seed. Yeah. So I mean, they can still technically make the playoffs. It's not like it's out of the question. I think people jump to the conclusions about how good they were going to be.
I mean, but with Jimmy Butler playing the way that they're playing, the Bulls, I don't think they're going to be losing a lot of games anytime soon.
What? The Bulls have been losing a lot of games.
Yeah, they've been losing a lot of games.
Jimmy Butler's playing. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's playing the way he's playing, and they're only the 8th seed. So it's obviously not enough. So
Another thing with the Pistons is they really haven't had any continuity this season. Starters have been in and out of the lineup. Like one starter comes back, another one goes down. Someone comes back, another one goes down. So they really haven't had a chance to put it all together so far. So I think it's still too early to panic for them. And I would say don't make the playoffs and they continue to play this all season. Then you take a look at what you need to do. But for now, you just stand pat. You don't make a trade or anything.
And plus Reggie Jackson, he didn't start off the season and he was injured, so they started off kind of slow. So I agree. I don't think they need to make any drastic decisions.
Yeah, I want to see the Bucks make that 8th seed though.
The
Giannis
Bucks?
versus LeBron.
Yeah, the Bucks are not in the playoffs no more because they fell out.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're the 10th seed. Yo,
that's what I'm saying. Everybody is everything's so close that you can lose a game or two and you're out of the playoffs. That's the reason why nobody shouldn't make any crazy decisions in the East. Man.
That's crazy because I thought weren't the Bucks the 5th seed a week ago?
They were a 5th. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a
They lost
5-game
like
losing
3 straight
streak.
games.
Whoa, they're on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I'm telling you, when Middleton comes back, that's gonna be a problem. Hopefully, he's gonna come back this season. They say he's gonna come back soon.
Yeah, a lot of
Middleton will
people
be a
forgot
sh-
about Middleton. Like,
Yeah. He
Yeah,
will
it's like
make a
18
huge
points.
difference.
Yeah.
That's their big three right there: Middleton,
like 18
Jabari,
points.
and Giannis.
And he's only what, he's like 22, 24, something like that.
Yeah, he's also young and a terrific defender as well. So damn, they got a squad upcoming.
He's like
But this man
fast.
Jabari though, he might be better than Andrew Wiggins.
Who?
Whoa.
Wait,
chill.
what? Middleton?
That's a big might, bro. That's a big might, but
That's a might not. That's what that means. Change that to a might not.
Yo, my man Jabari's good, man, but I don't know the way Wiggins has been playing. I really like him. He's a bad.
I think Jabari got that killer instinct more than Andrew Wiggins. That's just my opinion, but
But you got to be close in the games that have a killer instinct, though, for it to matter.
yeah. Facts.
I mean, hey, but the Bucks have a better record than the Timberwolves right now.
That's facts too, but yeah, I mean that's
It's
facts.
because of Giannis.
I mean they got
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
they have Towns and LeBron, but it's like, yeah.
Yo,
The
if
difference is
you're
5
building
games,
around your
though.
team,
So,
if you
yeah,
could choose between Towns or Giannis, who are you building your team around?
Giannis.
Giannis hands down.
Same.
Yeah, no doubt,
Giannis.
Giannis.
Jesus.
Wait, what was the question?
You think there's an argument for Towns?
If you
This
if you
guy's
were to
scary as
pick,
hell.
if you were to pick between Giannis or Towns to build your team around, who are you picking? Hey, in the chat also, you guys can answer. If you were to
No, I'm
build your
picking
team.
Giannis. I'm picking Giannis,
Hey,
man.
I'm picking
Is it
Giannis.
that
I'm picking
easy?
Giannis.
Yeah, it's
I
really
really
that
think
easy.
it is that easy.
It's really that easy.
I think it's
This
that
man,
easy.
6'11" point guard can literally play all positions.
Can defend,
Can
can play. Yeah, it's just wow. Hands down.
And he hasn't.
Yeah, but having
Doesn't even have a jump
Like,
shot.
he's a transcendent player. That's what I'm saying.
having a
One of
7-foot
those
player, by having a 7-foot player who has a face-up game that can still rebound really well, that can keep up with some guards on the switch on the pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean, don't
also-
get me
that's
wrong.
also
He's like
a player.
he's extremely valuable.
Same.
But like just compared to Giannis and like what he does, I take
Yeah.
Giannis, man.
You know, 2 steps from half court, just yam on 2 guys. That's. I don't know what to say.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like once the
His
thing that I'm
wingspan
kinda-
as well. He's a freak, man. He's just
the
a
thing
freak.
that I'll be trying to hold back on Giannis, and I'm not hating on him and not like that, but I've seen so many players that come in the NBA and they like, oh, that guy's a transcendent player, and then it's like 2 or 3 years later we start to realize, oh yeah, he really can't shoot.
I mean, but the thing about
And then
Giannis
it's like
is that
becomes
He's
a
getting
problem.
better, though.
the
That's
thing
the
about
thing. He's getting
Giannis.
better.
Yeah, he
like,
is.
the thing about
getting
Giannis,
better.
he didn't just come in the league and everybody like he wasn't hyped up coming in. Like he had to
Yeah.
work on his game, and he's been like
And
looking
people
at
start
his
to
stats,
notice.
every year he's been getting better. So I don't think he's one
Yeah,
of those players where it's
every
just like he comes in, he has all this hype, and then he just doesn't perform. Like he's already
Because he works hard.
Yeah,
He got that work ethic.
Yeah, he's been proving that he's getting better every year, and he has that work ethic. So I don't think you would.
I don't see him getting and his personality is just straight up. Like I don't think he's a joke in this league. He's gonna be taken serious and he's gonna be a devastating player to guard.
Yeah, that's no knock on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
though,
same. That's
but-
no, yeah, no, I love Towns, but
Yeah, he's still gonna be great as well, but you know,
yeah.
I think Giannis
Three-
has
three-
the opportunity to just go way farther than all those guys.
3 feet or further from the rim, Giannis is shooting under 40%.
but his
Like
shooting
he's
is
not
getting
even.
better every
He's not
year,
even. I'm assuming so, but I mean, I think at some point, and again, I'm not trying to hate on Giannis, but I just feel like if you have a chance to get a 7-foot player that can really space the floor like that, and they can still rebound and defend the lane. And I think Karl Anthony Towns, he's a lot of work as well, because I thought he was going to be way better than what he is right now. But
Yeah.
I
But
just
you can get that type of player though. I don't think Karl Anthony
you
Towns
know?
is like a once in a lifetime player. Like
Yeah, but
Porzingis
the thing
can
about
do the same
Giannis-
thing that he does.
The thing about Giannis, like with LeBron, like if you look at LeBron, like he wasn't a good shooter coming in, and like look at him now, he's drastically increased. And I think the same could happen with Giannis.
can you get
Yeah,
a player like
people-
Karl Towns?
Yeah,
But Karl Anthony Towns isn't that even great of a shooter as well. Like you look at him compared to Giannis. Karl Anthony Towns is only shooting 30% from 3 as well. They're both shooting around 30% from 3.
Well, no, Giannis is shooting under 30. He's shooting 28%.
Well, he has like 29, like 28, 20. But basically,
That's
like
the same
you know,
thing.
it's not like a
I agree.
drastic improvement.
I agree with you, but I'm looking at just shooting in general. Like I said, when I said 3 feet from the rim,
more of a mid-range.
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about mid-range too. Yeah, like that 3 feet from the rim. That's from 3 feet all the way from behind the arc. There's nothing that he knocks down. Exactly. There's nothing that Wiggins, not Wiggins, but Giannis makes. Towns this year is 22 points.
But the fact is, he can still get to the rim at ease, though. He still gets to the rim easily.
And with Giannis,
Towns,
we've seen time after time that he has that work ethic, and he's been getting better with his shooting every year. So I think in 3 or 4 years, he could be a much better shooter than he is now.
Yeah, Towns is like 22. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you know what I mean better, but like Towns right now is 22 and 12. Like I don't know how many second year players.
The center is gonna get more rebounds. But Giannis is like 8.
How many?
And also like 5 assists.
How many centers in the NBA right now are getting 20 plus points and 12 rebounds? Along with he's averaging 3 assists as well. Like it's not. I understand what you're saying. He get more rebounds, but I don't know. Big men in the NBA. I think if you like just look at I don't know we're talking about this too long, but like big men in the NBA, if you really look at it, like look even right now, it's like 5 of them. Like it's like legit. Like it's only 5, and if you go like another 5 years, and it's still only 5 of them, man, that's a difference between like one player and one team and the next team. And Giannis can do all he wants to, but if it gets to a point where he runs into a Jimmy Butler or a Kawhi Leonard, like a legit defender, which is something that's going to happen pretty consistently. Actually, if you look at this, like the amount of great defenders on the perimeter,
yeah.
Like Towns isn't going to run into Marc Gasol every single playoff round. Giannis is going to run into Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan. He's going to run into more perimeter-oriented players.
But doesn't that prove his greatness, though? Doesn't that kind of like prove his greatness, though? The fact that he's doing so much. And he's doing so much with all those great perimeter defenders.
It proves his greatness. I'm not saying it doesn't prove it. I'm not saying it doesn't prove his greatness. But when you go into the playoffs and you playing against Jimmy Butler, even LeBron James struggles against Jimmy Butler. You go into the playoffs and you struggle against Paul George. Even LeBron James struggles against Paul George.
But Giannis is 4 inches taller.
But Giannis is the worst 3-point shooter than LeBron.
Yeah, he was struggling. Yeah,
LeBron, he's a worse shooter than LeBron. And I understand at some point we all assume he's going to get better. But if you think Giannis at 28% is going to get good enough to be a legit shooter, you're looking at Towns who's 22 and 12. I understand you don't think at some point he might be around 30 points. 15 rebounds.
I'm gonna restate this real quick. The question was who we building our team around, not who's a better player. So,
not yeah. And the reason why I'm saying build your team around is because it's like 5 big men. It's literally like 5 big men in the NBA right now who can really change the tone of a team.
I mean, but with the way the NBA is going, you kind of don't need traditional big men to win, and the Warriors have proven that.
But Towns isn't a traditional big man though.
Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns not a traditional big man. He's a hybrid. He's one of those hybrid bigs. Like Embiid.
Yeah, but when you look at those teams that have those big men,
I'll take Embiid though. I'm taking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Bezos has a point. Like if you look at those teams that have the big men, like
Boogie,
how many
Porzingis,
how many of those teams also have a up and coming player like Wiggins though as well? Like if you put Giannis on a team with no 3-point shooters, I don't think they will be nowhere near struggling. Yeah, he's struggling.
But you can say the same with Towns as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like it all depends on who you put around him, and that's obviously who you're building your team around. But you put a team around Giannis. I don't know. I'm just saying.
But I think LeBron.
But if both of them they have the same. Look, let's say you put Giannis with what's his name, James Harden squad, and take out James Harden, put Giannis there. All those shooters around him, and you put himself. Let's say you take out Giannis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Towns,
Giannis could end up having the LeBron James effect, where like you could put anyone around him and they're gonna become better. And you could see that.
Y'all putting a lot of pressure.
I don't know about that.
I don't say that's a lot of pressure. Jesus,
I don't say he's gonna put that.
That's a lot of pressure to say that be LeBron.
We're not sure about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. I don't know if he's gonna do all that. But I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting topic. But it's interesting. I don't think it's as obvious. I think a lot of people make it out to seem because if we run down 5 years down the line and the NBA switching up all the time, we go 5 years down the line and there's legitimately like 5-6 big men and they like legitimately dominating, and you pair that up with like Wiggins on a team who's another perimeter player. I don't know. I don't know. That's I'm just saying.
So we're talking about which franchise is going to dominate. Which franchise? The
I mean, but
Bucks
even no, I'm just saying. I'm saying.
No. We're talking
what I'm
about
saying
who
is,
would you build your team around?
you build your team around
Antetokounmpo or Towns.
But you mentioned
Giannis,
Wiggins though. You mentioned Wiggins. I'm like,
No, well, I'm saying
which team
Wiggins.
is
I'm
gonna be
saying
the better
Wiggins.
team?
No, I'm saying Wiggins because you can just throw. You can pick a perimeter player. There's plenty of perimeter players to put on a team with Cat. If you get Giannis,
And the same goes with Giannis. I mean,
is there though? Like, if you get Giannis, you specifically have to pick out like specific players to put around Giannis. They have to be shooters. Like, you can't put another like.
but it's not hard to find a shooter in the NBA right now.
Is it hard to find a versatile shooter though? Like, that does more than just shoot.
Like Middleton.
So that's what I'm
two-way
saying.
player like Klay Thompson.
Yeah, you had to just like put him around shooters, and you just limit yourself. With Towns, you can go get a point guard, run pick and roll. You can get a perimeter player with like Wiggins. You can put them together with another big and have both of them stretch the floor. Like you have more versatility with a flexible big like that. But I mean, Giannis ain't no, he's not a bad pick though. Neither.
Yeah.
I just look at him and it's like, man,
Yeah, you could-
today's NBA, if you can't shoot
Yeah.
in today's NBA, that's a problem. That's a massive problem.
Yeah, I agree. That's what something happening to Rondo right now. Like, he can't shoot. That's the reason why he's not being so successful. So yeah, I kind of agree with you saying, but I'm not. I still believe Giannis is still going to be a dominant force. But I see what you mean, though.
Yeah.
Y'all said he's gonna start shooting. He's gonna start knocking down threes and be like LeBron.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be knocking down threes. I say he's gonna be a solid mid-range shooter, if anything. Like solid.
Yo, if he's knocking down threes and being like LeBron, then y'all right.
Nah, he ain't knocking down threes. I don't think any time in his career he's gonna be knocking down threes. Like
Yo, Slam,
consistently.
what do you think?
Like, he muted his mic.
Yeah, there has to be a weakness to someone. Like something about him. Has to be shooting.
Probably went somewhere.
Oh, wait, y'all heard what Sam said, bro?
Yeah, that's fact.
Nah,
Facts. He said Towns, bro. I told y'all, bro. Towns. I told y'all. He told Towns is the.
Y'all mute?
I don't even.
he's
know.
on mute. That's what I'm saying.
Hello.
I
Oh,
didn't
he's
see
on
it.
mute. Oh, he just.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
him.
okay. Now you guys can hear this truth I'm about to spit. All right. So
You
you're
writing
saying
notes
like
down?
it's
You
too.
writing up notes?
Right.
Okay, sure.
No, I was saying.
This man took the time to write down.
Wait, I want to hear.
He was like, I gotta take notes real quick.
All right, chill.
Gotta come out with some flames.
All right, so you guys are saying how like Giannis might be a bit much to expect him to develop into a 3-point shooter, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't say that.
All right, but then you look at you're saying like you don't know how long it might take, but then you look at like Brook Lopez. This man literally came out of nowhere over the summer and started taking threes. Like he took 30 threes his entire career up until this year and made 3 of them. And then this year he's like shooting like 35% from the field, so he's taking like 160 some odd threes. So
But a big man gets a wide open. Big men get wide open shots though. It's not like he's gonna be a guard handling the ball, trying to create his own shot and pulling out from 3.
But
That's
the thing with
different.
Giannis can't
yeah,
do
but I'm
that.
just
Giannis is damn near 17,
Giannis
bro. Put the ball up. Nobody's gonna jump high enough to get it.
Yeah, if he gets that pull-up shot.
Yeah, if he gets that pull up, like.
I hope y'all right, but
I think those expectations are too much. We're like expecting KD and LeBron in one player. I don't think.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Y'all thinking KD and LeBron in one player. Y'all talking about someone who just handle the ball,
That's
pull up.
like low key. Kind of a fusion. Like he could be a fusion of them too. Like low key.
I mean, he
a
could,
possibility. Like
the reality, like I see what Lo's saying. Like the likelihood of what Lo said is more likely than Giannis developing into KD.
No, we're not saying he's gonna be KD. I'm just saying he's gonna develop a reliable jump shot. If he can do that, he's good.
yeah, he's not gonna be like
I don't think he's gonna.
KD jump
He's
shot.
gonna spend his whole career.
He's not gonna be damn Steph Curry, but if he can develop at least a reliable shot, he's good.
So what's what field goal percentage? What we talking about? Like behind the arc? What 3-point percentage?
Like 30.
I'm talking
30,
like
30,
35,
35, 36.
Oh, 35. Okay.
Yeah, 35, 36. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing too
That's
crazy.
reachable.
Yeah, he's I mean, what is he at right now? 29, 30?
I still don't think he's gonna be
Yeah.
attempting them. I still don't think he's gonna be attempting a lot of threes.
Yeah, 28.
He's gonna
I
try
mean,
to
it's
build
not gonna
this-
be like his strong part of his game.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
not
saying,
gonna
if
be
he can
taking
develop
threes.
at least a reliable shot, like he's
No, I
chilling.
want it to be a mid-range shot. That's what he needs to work on. Just a
I'm
little
saying he'll
mid-range
develop a
game.
mid-range shot.
Yeah, he talking about a
Like
mid-range.
DeRozan, similar to DeRozan. Look at DeRozan. He got a little great mid-range shot. If he can get something like that, he's gonna be scary to guard.
So we talking.
Because DeRozan
about
doesn't need
handles.
threes.
So we talking about body like KD, handles like LeBron, mid like DeMar.
This is not
Okay,
the
that's
way.
some crazy.
3 like Klay Thompson, 35%.
No.
All
He don't really need the threes. Like he don't really need the threes, in my opinion. That's what I'm just saying. I don't think he really needs to be that guy who's gonna shoot all those threes. He should at least get a mid-range shot, and then he's solid. Because honestly, he can get to the mid-range easy. He can pull it because honestly, just think about it like that. He can pass the ball. He's already a good playmaker. So you got to think about three things. He's either gonna pull up, he's gonna take it to the basket, and that's gonna be hard to defend, and or he's gonna try to get it to somebody else because he's gonna be one of the playmakers. So that's good enough. I don't think he needs a 3-point shot as well.
I hope y'all right. If you're right, then that might be the best player we ever seen in our life, man. I hope y'all right.
Yeah, true.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. You talking about 6'11" who can shoot the ball? Yeah, you right. That'd be the best player.
I'm not saying he's gonna be crazy, like crazy good at shooting. Just something reliable. Like that's all.
Yeah.
Something that they allow him.
Reliable.
You leave him open, he's going like make them pay. You know, they gotta get up on him, yo.
I hope y'all right. I'm just saying, if y'all right, that's a bad man, yo.
That's a bad man.
Magic Johnson with a shot, man.
That's exactly what he could be.
That's exactly what it would be. It's just Magic Johnson in the mid range. Yo, that'd be crazy, man.
I mean, I think he has a potential. And
then he had Chris Miller on the perimeter like Clay. He just like run on the perimeter, dish it off to him. That team be crazy.
Bro, I like this Bucks team, man. This Bucks team is really exciting. I can't wait. Like 2 years from now, it's gonna be crazy to watch them play.
The NBA in 3 years is gonna be extremely fun. That's after this Warriors and Cavs mess, like this boring play. Nobody's gonna want to do something like this, and it's gonna go back to being competitive. I guarantee. Like all these teams that are getting better. Oh my God.
What three teams do you guys think are gonna be like the most dominant forces like 4 years from now?
I think Sixers, Wolves, and the Bucks. That's my three right there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I think it's at 4. Yeah, Sixers.
What you guys think? Anybody else? Anybody else could be a fourth team, maybe?
I would low key. The sneaky team is the Jazz. I don't think a lot of people give them respect.
Yeah,
Gordon.
I agree. But Gordon Hayward may leave. Honestly, I think he could go to Boston, and that can mess that whole entire team up.
No, he doesn't need to go to Boston, man. Boston.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like if he goes there,
Boston got that entire team out of the league.
But somebody could pull him in. Somebody could really pull him in.
No,
yeah,
I think
because we have Brad Stevens and like he was his coach in Butler.
No, they can inspire him.
No, he doesn't need to go there.
Yeah, all these situations.
No, I don't know because Gordon. I think the reason why he was even thinking about leaving is because that team wasn't winning games, but they're in the playoffs now. I think he's going to stay on that team. He's 26. 20 point score, 5-5 if I'm not mistaken. And you got Rudy Gobert who's 12 and 13.
I like his game.
George Hill is playing solid.
Gobert, man.
Ronnie Hood is also a really good up and coming player. Then Derek Favors. That team is solid. That team's like really solid. And they still have trade players like Trey Lyles and one of the Burks. I can't remember which Burks they got left. Alec Burks. They got Alec Burks still on the bench too. That team is really good actually.
Yeah. Yo, Lo, I got a question for you.
We can say the
What's up?
All right, my bad. All right, so like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the Celtics, right? And what would you do? Would you trade the picks to try to win now? Or would you keep the picks and try to win in like 7 years when Embiid and these guys are like in their prime? Like that we talked for like an hour about that.
If I'm being unbiased, I would, if I was them, I would try to push it within the next year or two. Because honestly, I think people, I think there's a very clear understanding of how you can beat the Cavs, and I think they actually have a lot of those pieces already. Yeah. I think one of their biggest mistakes was going a lot in on Al Horford when he wasn't 100% sure. But it's not like Isaiah Thomas is young. So it's not
Yo, Low. So what I'm hearing is that you should trade the picks, right?
Yeah, I think you trade the picks.
I wouldn't.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. That's what I was telling them. That's what I was telling them, bro.
If you keep the picks, then what's the point of Isaiah Thomas, Al Horford, Avery Bradley?
That's what I was saying.
They set up themselves right now within the next 3 to 5 years to compete anyway. So what you've already signed, you just went out there and got Al Horford from a contract. You're going to sign. I'm pretty sure they're going to sign Jay Crowder anyway back. Then you got Avery Bradley and Isaiah. Like you got the pieces already. It's not like you're far away from where you need to be. You get a legit 5 that's again do a little bit more, and you beefing up the bench. You probably put a better perimeter player on next to Isaiah Thomas as well, which they can legitimately do with the picks they have. you might as well go for it.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
like,
saying, like,
what I
if
was
you-
saying,
if
like,
you
why
look at
can't
it
the
this way-
picks be that guy? Why can't the pick be that guy? You know what I'm saying?
Because, like, okay, so the way we're looking at it, the way
new
we're
rookie
looking
gonna
at
come in and be a
Championship.
yeah, championship player. Like,
Because
straight up.
low key, I think that's a problem where a lot of teams have, and I don't think like a lot of fan base understand that everything is met with windows of opportunities, and the window of opportunity for the Celtics are at a point where it's a pretty wide gap. But to
Like, the way-
expect a rookie to come in and fit in within that window of opportunity, that's crazy.
That's the problem.
The way
That's
that we're
crazy.
looking at it right now, like this, okay, so the Celtics have this Brooklyn Nets pick, right? And the way we're looking at it, they might mess around and end up getting the first pick. And if they end up, like, really the top 4 players in this draft are point guards, you know? Lonzo Ball, Markelle Fultz, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Nitting, all of them, like, they're point guards. So you got Isaiah Thomas, like, if you're going to keep the pick, you might as well trade Isaiah Thomas now and get something of value before his contract expires.
That's what. Yep. Good point.
Because it's
Yeah,
like,
trade
it's
Isaiah
like,
Thomas?
it's
What
like,
about
if you
the
look at it
03
this way,
pussy?
if you look at it this way, what's gonna happen is that Lonzo Ball he's gonna be playing behind Isaiah Thomas, and he's gonna develop to the point where you're looking like the Hawks, or your backup point guard becomes better than your starting point guard.
You
And then-
trade the pick though. You trade the pick.
So what? Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
trade the
saying. Like
pick.
that's why you don't keep the pick.
But I mean, I'll say this: if Ball looks like if you actually practicing with Ball and you see him and he looking really like he would have to be looking extraordinarily
Like godly. I agree.
Yeah, he would have to look godly for you to be like, oh, scratch this entire process.
Yes, we want to
And
wait
then
a little
go get
bit. That's
something
what
else.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You just win now. You have this opportunity, and I don't think it's gonna be last that long, especially when you have Isaiah Thomas, who's 27, like Avery Bradley, I think he's like 24, 25. Like, you're good for the next 3 or 4 years.
Avery Bradley older than that.
I think he's like 26, 27.
I think
That's
he's
what I'm
like
saying.
Either way, like,
30.
You have like a good 3 years. Make some, like, trade that pick. You get something pretty decent, and then you just go from there. Like, even get something like trade the pick. Maybe like bring the pick to Miami. We'll take it. We'll give you Hassan Whiteside.
Nah, I think you should take a young player like Noel, like someone like that who has a chance to actually get better on defense. That's all I can say.
Trade the pick for
It's too much. It's too much time. It's again, like we saying, like it's you have to understand. By the time Nerlens Noel actually pans out to where he needs to be another 2 or 3 years, that window might already be closed because Isaiah Thomas be 30. Al Horford will be 33. Like, it might be already closed, or they might be moving a different process.
Near the end. It'll be near the end. Like, once Noel develops, it'll be near the end of, like,
exactly.
And all their, like, it'll be near the end of their prime. So it's like, yo, trade the pick now, get something decent like Hassan or Boogie, and then just go from there.
Low key, I don't even know what the Bulls are doing, because if I was the Bulls, why not just trade Butler? Because even with Butler putting up 25 points, that's still barely
They're still an ace, dude.
That's what I'm saying. They barely a playoff team. I'm just saying, like, that's what you. That's a. If I was them, that's the team I would be persuading. It's like, if I'm Boston, I'm calling the Bulls, and I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? Because let's be honest.
Yeah, we tried to during the draft. They were
Are
asking
you gonna?
for Jay Crowder, Avery Bradley, 2 Brooklyn picks. They were asking for too much.
They asked for all that. No, that's OD.
I say you
Yeah,
keep Crowder.
greedy.
I say you keep Crowder and get a big man, because, like, really, Crowder's not even that bad, to be honest. Like, I don't think you need Butler if you can get a solid big man. Slide Horford to his natural position, the power forward. Then you have a good center. Hopefully it's Boogie, and then you're good from there. Like, there's already
that's the same. I'm only going for Boogie, and that's about it. I'm not going for anybody else.
But the thing about Boogie, and the reason why it's such a huge risk with Boogie is for a few things. One, defensively, I don't necessarily know he's going to bring what they need on the court. Yeah. 2, I don't necessarily.
Might not resign.
2, he might not resign. And 3, I'm just to be honest, and I'm not trying to hate on Boogie because I actually like Boogie a lot. I really don't know if Boogie is legit or if he's just putting up numbers on a bad team. And if I've never really seen that many players put up.
What about a trade for? What about you trade the pick? What about did you trade the pick to Miami for Hassan Whiteside? How does that sound?
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
That sounds a little bit better because as defense,
that sounds way better. You have a rim protector. You have a rim protector. And Whiteside's averaging 17 points, so it's not like he's a bad scorer. Like, he's pretty much a DeAndre Jordan.
And I must say, on top of that, I don't think Whiteside is going to demand the ball the same way that Boogie would demand the ball to be effective.
So it's like what are you guys doing with this pick, bro? Like, you guys are gonna have the number 1 draft and the number 1 pick most likely, and then, like, I don't think you can pass the ball like that.
If I'm them, I'm trading it. You have to trade that pick.
That's what I'm saying. You have to trade that pick. Like, okay, so there's the thing. There's already a blueprint to beat teams like the Warriors and the Cavs. You just have to use it, and it looks like they already have the pieces. So just move forward.
That's that rim protection. It's all about that rim protection.
Get Whiteside. Get Whiteside. Like, I mean, I don't mind. Like, as a Heat fan, I don't mind giving up Whiteside for that draft pick. You know, I'll take long.
Oh, y'all ain't got no draft picks. You ain't got no draft
picks. That's what I'm saying. No, we don't have a draft pick. We have a pick this year.
No, y'all have y'all pick this year, but y'all trade away all y'all picks to get Dragic. So next year y'all don't have a pick. So y'all
give us that. Hey, give us that 2018 pick. Give us that 2018 pick. We'll give you Whiteside, and then chill.
Deal. That's a deal right there. And we still keep the 2017 pick.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what y'all have so many picks that y'all can trade away.
Yeah,
we can trade away one. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can trade all of them and get Whiteside and Jimmy Butler on the same team. Like legit, if you want to, we want to be honest. You trade away, like I said before, you trade away. I still think Nerlens Noel where he's at right now is a solid enough player where you can play on good minutes. You trade away Jaylen Brown to go get Nerlens Noel. Put Noel on the bench, trade the picks to go get Hassan Whiteside. Whiteside is they paid the rest of those picks to go get Jimmy Butler.
Like, what?
So then you have Isaiah.
Yo, Lo, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, Lo, you're bugging.
This time it's Avery Bradford for side. Oh, wait, I'm bugging.
Yeah, I'm thinking we crashed.
Oh no, I'm just saying like if you trade those players, you trade those picks, you can actually.
Okay, facts.
Every time it's about to say,
I don't think they go
facts.
Hello.
Yo, is everyone here?
I think he's lighting his mic on fire with the flames that he's spitting. He's lighting his mic on fire with the flames that he's
spitting. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was kind of breaking up.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, y'all can trade the picks, and there's some way that y'all can get Whiteside and Butler on the same team. That's what I was.
Yeah.
And if you talk about you need a super team to beat other super teams, Boston is in a situation to build a super team.
All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to these weekly predictions. You guys good with this topic, right? You guys chill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boston.
Yeah, okay.
Boston's terrible. Yeah,
All right, so weekly predictions. Monday we have New York at Indiana. Who do you guys got?
Indiana. Hands down.
Man, I got New York.
I'm going Indiana.
You got New York? No.
I'm going Indiana.
I gave up on New York, man. I straight up.
I got Indiana.
I gave up on the Pacers, bro.
Nah, Pacers have been doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good.
I got more trust in Indiana than New York.
I don't know, bro.
I think Portland's
I got Indiana at the Rucker Park in my backyard in space. It don't matter where they play the Knicks. They beat the Knicks. It don't matter. The Knicks are not good, man.
Yeah.
That's
right. So we got after that we have OKC at Utah.
I got Utah.
Yeah. Westbrook is struggling right now with the Thunder.
He's struggling crazy hard.
Yeah. Finally, I think the fatigue is getting to him. Finally, a triple-double is just going to get to him, and this is the point of the season where he could start losing some stats here and there.
Yeah, his field goal percentage is going down too. He's shooting like under 40% in the last 10 games.
Yo, I like this Utah team, man. Coming into the season, I really didn't think they were gonna be that well. I had them at the 8th seed, but they really proved me wrong. I like that.
He made a lot of moves. Nice team. They made a lot of moves, man.
Yeah.
All right, Tuesday we got San Antonio Spurs at Toronto. I got the Spurs.
That's the Spurs. You saw the day yesterday, man? Oh, crap.
Yo, I'm gonna pick a Dom pick right here, man. I'm gonna go Toronto.
I'm gonna pick Toronto too.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna go Toronto.
What? Kawhi Leonard was 41 points last night.
I'm gonna go Toronto.
Yeah, it's like he's been like a six straight games with 30+ points for Kawhi. He's been on fire.
I don't know, man. The Spurs on the road are the Spurs still undefeated on the road?
No. They lost like the 14th game on the road or 15th game.
Yeah, they got a great road record. I can't bet against the Spurs on the road, man. They're
Spurs are just scary.
I'm gonna go Toronto.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Toronto. It's just a gut pick, Yeah.
Spurs.
Anyways, Wednesday we got Houston at Boston.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Houston, man. I'm gonna go Houston. We always do bad against these like one-man teams. I don't know why.
That's your team. Whoa, what's going on?
I know, right? Yo, yeah.
If the Clippers come up, I'm not gonna say Clippers. I say Clippers gonna lose for a long time. I admit it. Right now.
Oh no, you said it's Houston and Boston. It's Houston and Boston, not Clippers.
Houston and Boston.
I'm going Houston to Boston.
I got Houston.
I'm gonna go.
Man, Houston's third seed, man.
I said Boston is trash. I said Boston is trash.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
We didn't know the hate was real for Boston low.
Yo,
I'm a Lakers fan. I can't stand you, man.
Oh yeah, that's
Three
facts.
hours
Yeah.
later, trying to show you up.
wasn't today like the anniversary
Yo,
of
I
Kobe's
forgot
81
you was a Laker fan, bro. That's facts.
Yeah, I can't stand the team, man. Paul Pierce, I literally
Alright,
every single time I see Paul Pierce on the court, I'm like, why is he still in the league, man? Jesus Christ. Just give it up. Just give it up.
Yo, he
Just
is
give
so
it up.
bad. He is so bad. Yo, I watch him play all the time. He is so bad, man.
Yo, you
I
know
wanna
how
get
you know how Pierce stopped wearing his headband, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I
He
did not
did?
even recognize him. I swear I did not recognize him. I just saw him take the shot, and I was like, I know Paul Pierce's jump shot. I was like, yo, is that Pierce? Like, whoa.
He probably missed
I don't know
it.
why the
He
Clippers
missed it
picked
too.
Yeah.
He missed it too. That's how you know. Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers. That's the reason why.
Doc Rivers is an idiot sometimes. I swear to God, he be
He looked
an
in the
idiot
past, bro.
sometimes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But we got Atlanta at Chicago Wednesday.
Atlanta.
I said Atlanta.
Easy.
Atlanta.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go Atlanta. Thursday we got Indiana at Minnesota Timberwolves. I got the Timberwolves.
No,
I got Indiana.
I got
See them.
Timberwolves.
Yo, you
Did
guys
the
love
Timberwolves
Pacers,
just
man.
win though?
I didn't know you guys
A couple
loved the
days
Pacers
ago.
like that.
But the Timberwolves beat the bad Clippers team without Chris Paul. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they
I'm going-
barely did
And that
that.
was barely, and that was
Indiana.
barely.
That was barely. That's barely.
Low-key.
Yeah,
was
I'm
barely.
going Indiana.
With just
I don't know
deep.
why.
Come on, man.
You know what's crazy? I'm still gonna say I'm still gonna say Minnesota. I'm still gonna say Minnesota.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friday we got Chicago at New York.
Oh god.
I don't know why y'all keep picking these New York games. It's obviously the other team. It's obviously the other team, man.
I say Chicago because I just don't like the Knicks, man.
It's obviously the
Yeah,
other
I'm gonna go
team.
Chicago,
I
man.
gotta go.
Lost
Chicago.
all
I gotta
hope
go
in New
Chicago
York, man.
also.
Low key.
I'll go
if-
New York. Someone has to go New York. I got this.
No, they don't. Nobody does that. Nobody goes to New York.
Yeah, they do.
But no, you know what's crazy? New York, I think New York got like the next 10 games, they're like 6 of them or 8 of them are like Eastern Conference teams. If they lose all of those games, bro, they will never make the playoffs. Like I think they'll put themselves out of the playoffs. It's crazy.
They
But
gotta
no,
try that man Phil Jackson, bro.
Is it Phil though?
Yeah, Phil Jackson's just staying quiet. He don't want to talk to nobody. He's like in his own.
I low key. I think a lot of people don't put in pressure on Melo. Like he's really holding that team hostage. When you sit there and say, "Man, I'm not trading unless y'all take me to 2 teams," that's crazy.
Yeah,
yo.
and nobody's
That's
gonna
crazy.
want to do that too. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Clippers are on the
He ain't
fence
he a
with
free
that.
agent. He ain't he a free agent. Like nah, you getting traded. You get traded. That's it, bro.
Like you're not that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
You're
they're
not
trying to
that
get rid of
special
you.
this time.
Like they're
That's
trying to
what
get
I'm
rid
saying.
of you.
We all on the same page. We're not winning. So what are you doing right now?
All right, Friday we
Melo
got
doesn't care about
Washington. Friday we got the Wizards at Atlanta.
That's
Yeah,
not
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I'm gonna go.
Yo, I
Atlanta.
got Washington, bro. I got Washington.
I got
They've both been hot. I don't know.
I got Atlanta. simply
Atlanta.
because I seen. So I was looking at John Wall's numbers, and he performs really bad against Atlanta. So I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Mm. Saturday we got the Clippers at Golden State. I got Golden State by
Yeah,
40.
what? Nah, I got Clippers. I got Clippers.
Yeah, I got the Warriors by 40.
My Clippers
And,
gonna do
and,
some
and
miracles, yo.
Clay's gonna have another 60-point game,
Yo,
My Clippers gonna have a miracle.
Chris Paul playing?
bro.
We're gonna have a
Nah,
miracle.
no,
game,
so-
right?
Okay, then no merit.
David Reddick's gonna go for 80.
Blake Griffin playing?
Would it matter if
Nah,
they
he's
were?
not, but it don't matter. Like
Would
we
it matter?
have most space.
Ron,
it don't
Most
matter.
Yeah,
space.
exactly. It wouldn't matter if they were playing.
Yo,
so.
Elton Brand playing? Ron Harper playing?
Austin Rivers, man.
Austin,
Yeah,
Rivers.
Doc
I'm still
Rivers is
going
gonna
for the
play.
Clippers.
Chris came in this.
Doc Rivers coming out of it.
Yeah, Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers lacing up and close.
Doc Rivers coming out of retirement playing. Man, that team gonna lose to the.
All right, let's not display that game.
They're gonna have KG suit up. That's crazy. KG, I mean, my bad. They're gonna have KG
Yeah,
suit up.
KG playing. If he playing, they still gonna lose, but it might be closer.
Yeah. All right.
Austin
Next
Rivers
game
is
we
the
have-
GOAT, all right?
Next game we have the Boston Celtics at the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm gonna go Boston
The
with
Bucks
that
have
one.
to break this losing streak. The Bucks had to snap out of this.
Yeah, I go. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Boston.
I got Boston, man. We do good against Milwaukee.
Wait,
Dude,
yeah,
I know my
weren't the
team,
Bucks
man. I
struggling
know
over
my
there?
team.
The Bucks lost their last
That's
5
a
games.
good one. That's a good one too.
Yeah,
Though. Shit. I'm gonna go Boston.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't know.
you said it's at Boston?
It's at Milwaukee.
I'm going Milwaukee.
No,
I'm still going Boston.
Yeah, I don't think that home court is like a game changer.
I know it's not
Only for the Warriors. That's only Warriors. The only team I can see.
Like they're basketball fans in Milwaukee. What?
Yeah, they play in Milwaukee. It's not that big of a deal.
Back in Kareem's day, bro.
Okay, so Sunday we got Oklahoma City at Cleveland. I got Cleveland.
Cleveland hands down.
Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland.
Cleveland by
Dominating
30.
as well. Yeah.
All right.
What's the only
Sunday? Sunday we got the game of the year. Hopefully you guys won't pick Indiana again. Houston at Indiana. I got Houston.
That's a game of the year?
Yeah, that's game of the year.
Game of the year.
That's game of the year.
You guys
got
tough one,
Indiana
but I got
winning
Houston.
every single game this week. So I mean, is that fact?
It's definitely Houston.
How's it Houston? How's it not? I'm going Indiana. Fine.
Bro,
Really?
chill. He said Indiana's going 3-0 this week.
Low is low-key the biggest Indiana fan.
Bro, Lo, I did not know
Did
you
I
was a
say
Pacers
that? Or
fan.
did I? No, I said I'm picking Minnesota over Indiana.
Nah, you
That's
had
a minute.
Indiana going 3-0 this week, fam.
No. I pick Minnesota over Indiana. I pick Minnesota over Indiana. Well, first of all, Indiana beating the
No, you
Knicks.
pick Minnesota. You pick
Yeah, I
Minnesota.
pick Minnesota. Indiana going over the Knicks. That's an easy win anyway. That's not that big of a deal. And then I pick Minnesota. And the only reason why I say the Rockets is because I hopefully Paul George will show up defensively and guard James Harden. So hopefully that'll be stopping him.
I got Houston. Indiana's going 0-3 this week. I call it.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. Ooh.
Oh, and God, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that bad. Come on, man.
No, they went 3-0.
Minnesota.
No, King, you are a Heat fan, so you're a bit biased against Indiana, right?
Yeah, fuck the Pacers, boy.
Wow, that's not even the same team that was last year. Paul George is the only one who won that same team.
Like, no, I'm joking.
Why
I'm
you
joking.
saying
I don't hate the Pacers. I don't know. They kind of disappointed me, man.
Wait, where's Lance Stevenson now? Where'd he go?
Out of the league.
I don't even know.
He played 2K, man.
He's on
2K.
He's on 2K on Twitch.
Yo,
with
I
that
swear-
chance.
Yeah, I saw this play.
What's his name? Cash.
Yo, he
He
be
can't
in
He
play
played
Africa.
with Cash and all those guys. I was like, how do you stoop that
He's in
low, bro?
Africa. He's in Africa with OJ Mayo. He's in Africa with OJ Mayo.
No, he's probably in Brooklyn or something. No, he's from the Bronx, I believe. He's probably in the Bronx playing some 2K. Like,
He be playing 2K.
It's crazy, man.
That's serious.
That's like really my career. He's doing that. Like, he's working on his play. And that's, I don't
Trying to
understand
get
that.
his rep up, bro.
I'm trying to get his rep. Like, I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
Yeah, we need
I
to
saw him
support my
in
guy,
Pro-Am
Lance
killing.
Stevenson on his YouTube journey. You know, subscribe to Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, he's
Look,
he
get
has
him on
a
the
YouTube channel.
podcast.
Yeah, we gotta get Lance Stevenson on the podcast.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, hopefully that'll be awesome.
We gonna get Lance Stevenson. That's the next guest, Lance Stevenson. We gonna get him on this podcast. You know,
Everyone at Lance Stevenson on Twitter in the chat.
like hop on the Hoop
Yeah,
Talk
so he can pull
podcast.
up.
He ain't got nothing.
Nah, honestly, I can see him doing it. He won't mind, honestly. I can see him. Nah, he'll be jealous.
He's literally not doing nothing else though. He's not doing nothing else though. So
He's not doing anything right now. So.
He's gonna be talking shit about LeBron the whole time if he ever gets on here.
Nah, we talking trash about him. He's not gonna come. We're talking trash about him. He's gonna be like, oh, word? Nah, I ain't coming.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. Yeah, today's podcast was lit, low key. Shout out to Lo for coming on.
Shout out to Lo, man. Thanks for coming here, man.
Thanks for having on, man. We really
Yeah,
appreciate
that was
it, bro.
fun, man.
Also, shout out to everybody in the chat. I think at one point we had like 83 people in here.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
We have 50 right now, so that's still a lot.
Shout out to
I saw like 90 at one point.
I'm gonna give some
Yeah.
shout outs. Shout out to Sami Ahmad. Shout out to Ballers Life 06. A Souls. I saw Phantom X_X6 in the chat earlier. All y'all, J King, everybody. Shout out to all you guys. So
Shout out to Samio. Yeah, shout out. I
Yo,
saw you,
shout
bro.
out to
Shout out to
everybody.
yeah.
bro.
yeah,
Shout
shout out
out
to
to
everybody that
everybody,
came through,
If it
man.
wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have this iPhone right now.
And make sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
thanks for upgrading Big E Souls. We appreciate it.
Honestly, you guys don't know the struggle I was going through with this Samsung Galaxy S5
His phone was
2-hour
dying in
battery,
His phone was dying in the
angular
middle of our group
battery
chat.
charging.
Shout out to Chris Paul in the chat because he's Chris Paul.
Scared. That man named Chris Paul with a picture of Draymond though.
You put it.
Man.
Okay, forget about it. No shout out for you, bro. No shout out.
That's the Draymond picture, right? If I'm not
Take back,
mistaken,
take
it might be-
Take that shout out.
Yo,
man.
shout out to Mark Ward. Shout out to Mark Ward. But yeah.
How dare
Yo,
you.
shout out to
JJ.
JJ. Shout out to JJ because he's on like every channel.
Shout out to Ultimate Onions, man. Oh crap.
Low key, I thought, low key, I thought JJ was a loyal fan. I was like, oh, that man killing it. And I was like, going on other people's channel. I was like, that nigga cheating on me, son. Like, what's going on?
Nah, he with us now.
Subs ain't loyal, bro.
He with us now.
Yeah, no, but he legit though. He be on everybody's channel, so that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody, man. We really
Shout out to
appreciate you guys'
everyone.
support. Hopefully next week we can get this on iTunes, so we can hopefully increase our fan base. We love doing this podcast, man. We
Yo,
look forward to
that
it every week.
thumbnail. Shout out to Bezos for that.
Yeah,
What do you call it?
Y'all about to see that.
Podcast image.
You guys gonna see the cover art for the iTunes. For the
That
iTunes
was
book.
beautiful, man.
Thank
Yo,
you.
low key though. Might have to swing you a couple bucks to do it for me too, bro. Because I ain't trying to feel like doing no for my.
Nah, hands down,
podcast.
Bezos has the
just me
ultimate. Like, if you see it, did he see it? Did
Nah, I
you
ain't
show
seen
it?
I think if you guys go to my Twitter, I think I tweeted out a picture of it, so you guys can go look at my Twitter. It's on there. But
Yeah, low key, it better be flames because y'all hyping it up.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. You're gonna be crying.
It's in the thing, so go check it out there. But
Nah,
nah, man, it was.
Where is your? I'm gonna put it in the link.
Pure
Yeah,
gold.
pull it up.
But I had the idea. It was
fine.
because of me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to KB, bro. I couldn't get Melo with there, so my bad, bro.
Ballot would have made it gold.
Yeah, I was trying to get in, but like I edited it so much.
I feel like to really appreciate it, you have to look at the original and then look at the new one
Yeah.
to really appreciate it.
But shout out to like we said, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure a good handful of y'all know me, but it's at Legend of Winning on Twitter and Legend of Winning on
Yeah.
YouTube. Got a podcast myself, the AO podcast. So come check us out every Friday.
Slime just put
I
the
like
picture
the
in
AO
the chat.
podcast. I saw
Slime
that
just
as well.
put the picture in the chat, so you guys can go check that out there. But
Okay, I see what you did. Yeah.
it's flames, yeah.
All right, bet.
What's his name? Is a funny guy. What's his name? Got his name. Legend of Winning. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, no, Agent Funny.
Oh, Waffle.
Waffle's
Hilarious. Waffle's hilarious.
Waffle is hilarious, bro.
He is obsessed with the Knicks, man. Tell him the Knicks ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he's obsessed with the Knicks, man. I enjoy his videos as well.
All right, man. I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Like I said, all of our Twitters, everything, all the links to follow us more will be in the description box. Bezos will put it there.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Yeah.
Waffle
so
Man with
that
another video.
Yeah, don't do them like that. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming through. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming through. And
All right. Thank you guys, everybody. Peace out.